Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
You should never mix your drinks.
What are you, retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector ass.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I'm pissed off. I'm sad. I'm ashamed.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Yeah, Friday night live stream. It's Friday, isn't it? I don't even know. Anyway, this one goes out to all the people who are here, all one of you.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
So yeah, I just wait for some people to get on and leave a comment. I just got to message someone quickly. So yeah, what you been up to? I haven't really done a lot. Editing. Just wait for some people to get on, as I said. Right. Oh, God. So who's the one person watching, or is it me? Am I the only one watching my own thing? Maybe that'll do. Got a new sword. So I got given this today and I wasn't sure. I thought, oh shit, is that legal? And then I looked into it and then it is legal. The reason it's legal, this is a new thing. So they bought this in, this is why a lot of people don't know about it. In 2024, they changed one of the reasons you can have a wall hanger sword. And that reason is if it's blunt. So if you've got an old shitty wall hanger and it's curved, that's illegal unless it's blunt. So yeah. Are the comments not working or something? I haven't seen no comments come up yet. I hope they are working. Otherwise, everyone's been saying hello because it says there's 11 people watching, but I haven't seen any comments yet. Cookie. Yes, you shit the bed. You're fucking late, mate. You're late. Oh, by the way, you can watch it vertically or horizontally, whatever your choice is. Pilot guy, how you doing? What about strength? Said, are you stoned? No, I'm not stoned at all. I'm not stoned. Everyone always thinks I'm stoned. What's the best way to read these comments, do you reckon? Not wide. Probably that one. Yeah. No, I'm not stoned. How you doing, Pete? You're right. Pete, did you see the video on the brass beads? I only mentioned that because you sort of collect stuff like that, don't you? I thought you might find that interesting. It's changed everyone's names again. Everyone's just got bloody numbers and shit. Well, not just numbers, but, you know, everyone's got numbers next to their things. So, hello, nope, bro. I don't speak that language. Can't have much of a conversation, can we? If I'm not, can't read things in English. Pete said, yeah, I watched it, not buying anything for knives at the moment. No, fair enough, mate, fair enough. Thank you, I appreciate it. Did you get a notification? It's just weird, anyone's on. In fact, random is writing weird shit. Persia, how you doing, mate? You right? What you been up to, Persia? So would you like to see the sword that I got given today? And you got a notification, did you? Oh, good. Yeah, it took a while. I was on for a couple of minutes before anyone came on. So this is a wall hanger, but it's legal because it's not sharp. All right? Because otherwise, because it's curved, it wouldn't be legal. If it's not handmade. I'll show it properly soon. About 100 quid. 120 quid, I think. So basically, someone got given this today, and then they gave it to me. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It's quite nice. What I'll do, I'll clean it up. I won't sharpen it. I'll sort that rattle out. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it, Persia, for what it is? Fucking hell, my shoulder's going. I couldn't have that up then. But yeah, it needs sorting out because it's got wet somehow. Well, if that Stan is China Stan, it says stainless China. Yes, it's United Cutlery NCO sword or some shit. So I've put the comments on the screen. So for the people who are watching like vertically and horizontally, if I'm reading out their comments and you can't see them, you should be able to see them there. And it should be readable, hopefully. Persia said, I reckon that would be look nice above a door. Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, it's not bad. It's, it's just a stainless steel wall hanger and it's got no edge. But as I said, that's what makes it legal, not having an edge. By the way, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you're watching, please like it and have a chat with me. But yeah, I haven't really done a lot. I have been editing the Spyroverse Christmas special though, and I want people to do their songs. Peter's done his song. When I say songs, I'll give you the lyrics and you just sing it. And you know the fucking tune. Everyone knows the tune. Yeah. It would look nice above a door or in a little stand somewhere. It would look quite nice along there. In front of my telly, maybe, when I get rid of the one that Sean won. Sean won that. The one I've got one in front of my telly at the minute. But it's perfect because the bottom of my telly has a bit about that big, and you can put it's almost got like a shelf and stuff there, so you can sort of have like little display bit under your telly. How you doing, Nick? You all right, mate? I got given a cheap wall hanger sword today. I say cheap. It's worth about 100 quid if you wanted to buy it. It says United States Marine on it. It's a United Cutlery sword, but yeah, it is blunt. And as I say, that's what makes it legal. Because I had to check because I thought I'm sure there's some rule that says you can have them now, and it is in 2024. Sorry, they brought in a new exemption, and it was you can keep them if they're blunt. Black metal. That's Seraphim, innit? How you doing, mate? You right? And he said, "Evening, mate. How are you doing today?" A nice sword, and I am on late. I've been having an argument with someone, for fuck's sake. Have you? I hope you won. I hope you won. Yeah, my hands are playing up again. I've stuck a fucking I've experimented today, and I've stuck a fucking there's a paint pad on my palm under that one. So I've never bothered. I thought, who knows? The paint pads work everywhere else. Persia said, "I'm sure you can get an edge on it." Yeah, but I can't. Pete said, "Can't see Persio's comments in the chat. I can see them on your screen, though. He must be watching vertically then, and you're watching horizontally, or the other way around." KWR said, "Where are you, Australia?" No, I'm in England. Persia said, "I'm hiding from you, Pete." Yeah, if you're watching on the vertical or horizontal ones, you won't be able to see the other person's comments, so I've put them up on the screen. I'll read them all out anyway. The target said she'll be on in about 10 minutes. Seraphim said, "Yeah, I did because I told them what for and put the phone down." Don't blame me, mate. Don't blame me. Yeah, sounds very frustrating. Nin, how you doing, mate? Everyone's names ain't coming up properly again. Per said, "You can't see the eyes of Desmond till he comes calling." Yes. Oh, God. He said, "That's odd." Yeah. KWR said, I'm going to pretend he said, are those guns real? He said, are those guns real?
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
If you mean are they firearms, I don't own any firearms. Cookie said, why would it be illegal if it had an edge? Are you not allowed to? That's because it's a wall hanger. So you can have handmade swords. Basically, there's so much fucking rules. Standard straight swords are fine. But if it's curved, it has to be if it's curved and over 50 centimeters, it either has to be antique, historically important, or under the fucking loads. But if it's a curved wall hanger, it's illegal unless it's blunt. Yeah. Bozo said basically we're watching different streams, Peach. All comments on the screen is genius. You can mod both streams. Exactly. Just catching up with the comments. Did you have a hangover last Sunday? Yes, mate, I certainly did. I can't remember coming in. Nin said, I'm gold, thank you. I'm good, thank you. I had a bit of trouble last few months, so I might be getting some deep heat. Oh, okay, yeah, but not for your muscles. I get you. Tactical Dad said, damn, bro, in that war, you got enough guns to make up with the Gulf War. I certainly have, but yeah. But no, I'll sword to go with it. A new sword. Yeah, it says United States Marines, and then on the other side it says stainless China. Fred says all I could taste was Buckfast. Put it this way, I drank that fucking Buckfast, got fucked out my face, which is obvious what's going to happen. The last thing I remember is talking to Mini Dropped. That's it. Can't remember anything after that. And then being indoors. I was so pissed I couldn't work out how to turn my monitor on. It took me ages. And I managed to connect my earphones to my phone to listen to music, but I couldn't turn the monitor on, which all it required was turning the switch on. You made me laugh. I'm not going to read that one out. Oh god, I get done for stolen valor. Cookie said, so you can't buy a cold steel saber? Yes, because theirs are classed as well, no, if they're not handmade, no. Yeah, I don't know. It's all very fucking if they're hand forged, yes, you can. I don't know though. I looked into the cold steel stuff recently because I had a feeling that they might not technically be legal now. Yeah. So basically, if you have a sword that is curved and the blade is over 50 centimeters, it either has to be antique, historically important, or blunt. Yeah. That's something else I keep missing, but yeah. Or handmade. John Beck said, what do you make of the Home Office lunacy regarding doing away with Section 2 license and forcing shotgunners to go through the same regs as rifles? I didn't actually know that, John. Have they done that now? I heard something was going on with that. Yeah, that's pretty mental, isn't it? That's going to make it much more difficult for people, isn't it, I'd imagine. Have they done that then? Or they're gonna? Persia said, if you can't get in cold steel UK, I wouldn't risk it. That's the best thing. Look on UK websites, and if you can't buy them on a UK website, just assume you can't. Saint, how you doing, mate? You all right? I might get the comments up on my computer because the problem on StreamYard's okay, but you only get like 4 of the comments, and it's not a fucking enough. Cheryl and Tom, how you doing? You all right? John said they're trying to push it through. BASC are fighting it. Yeah, that's pretty fucked. I'd heard something was going on. Oh, Cookie said prepper shop update. By the way, yeah, go on. Tell us your prepper shop update, and then I'll tell you mine. You tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. By the way, and I'll talk about anything within sort of reason. I don't do politics or religion really, but John's question was all right. Cookie said they are now waiting for Sobet delivery. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right. Well, I just told someone today, go back on there and tell them you'll have a green one if they run out of black ones. I'll tell you mine in a minute. Hang on. So Saint said, just spent another 15 quid on medical stuff. I had a scare with a grinder, so put in my mind at ease. Yeah, don't blame me, mate. Don't blame me. Medical stuff and protective gear. Cheryl said, how's your hands this week? Have you had any results back from the scan? So nothing back from the scan yet. And the x-rays. And they're so bad, even tying a knot in paracord makes my hands hurt. So I had a message from Prepper Shop saying, I asked them if they're going to get the tri-strikes in, and he said he don't really know. He said, I don't want to keep you holding on indefinitely, because I said, what I'll do, I'll wait till April, which is 6 months, and then I'll just get PayPal to do a refund. And he said, yeah, that's okay. He said, if you want though, we'll send you a Sobek instead. I said no initially because I've already got one. And then I thought, fuck it. So I said, no, go on then. I said, all right, I'll have a Sobek, and I still want the other parts of the order, and don't send the upgrade limb. Instead, for that money, send me a load of Vlad bolts. And I added all that up so that it was the exact same amount, but without the postage. I did say to him, I'll pay the postage if you want, but that adds up to the same amount without it. And they went, yeah, okay, we'll send you back a load of Vlad bolts and a red back string. So yeah, I may be waiting now. Black Method, did you watch Black Renin? I haven't had a chance yet, but I've put it on my list to watch, mate. But it almost gave Prepper Shop my cold hard cash, but I'm not going out. I'm not going to until they sort their shit out. Yeah, I think they've just got so many fucking orders coming in. Just go mental. KWR said, got my Keeler vest, NBC suit, and S10 gas mask. Always ready. Nice. So I said $8.99 for 30mm ammo tin. Yeah, the tins are worth getting. So I don't know if I fully trust Prepper Shop. Something happened with CM Military, and ever since I've always been wary of them. Was it Prepper Shop or was it the other one? Was it Prepper Shop that he had an incident with or something? Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was that or Lee's shop, the bug out. But no, it was Prepper Shop, wasn't it? Good, I think you are safe with ammo tins. It's all day stock, but everything else I order once someone buys it. So yeah, I got an email today saying that they're going to send me a Sobek, about 30. Well, basically 3 packets of Vlad bolts and some what do you call it? And a red back string. I just thought I'd get some spares while I had the money. Because originally, what I was getting, hello Marcus, by the way. Originally, I was getting a tri-strike, the £80 upgrade limb, packet of Vlad bolts, and a spare string for the red back. Cheryl said, Tom and I are now on 2nd season of Mr. Mercedes based on the Stephen King novel, and he is producer of the show. Love it. Do you know what, Tom and Cheryl? I've read the books to Mr. Mercedes, the whole lot of them. I haven't read, so there's the Mr. Mercedes trilogy, which that series is based on, and then there's a couple of what do you call it? Offshoot type books. That's not the word, but you know what I mean. Which are really good. One of them. So I won't spoil the other books, but the other books are Holly. Holly stars in these other 2 books. I've read one of them. There may be 3 based on Holly. Yeah, If It Bleeds, Outside. Maybe another one. Anyway, that looks really good. I've noticed they put it on Netflix recently, haven't they? And I do want to watch that because I genuinely loved those books. I read all 3 of the books in about a week and a half. Fucking loved them. And hopefully Holly is as good a character as she is in the books, because Holly is genuinely one of my favourite Stephen King characters. She's great. Well, so is I can't remember his name now. The main bloke. Jarrell said, "Did you have a fight with the lawnmower man?" Yeah, finally. Been wanting him to cut my hair for ages. Cookie said, "To be fair, their communications has been a lot better this time round." Yeah, they can be a pain in the ass for getting in contact, can't they? So talking of ammo cans, I'm halfway through making my own ammo can stove. Nice. That's good. Margaret said, "Do you have to do ID checks when you order crossbow?" Yeah. Yeah, they all should be doing that. I nearly always have to I give them my ID anyway. But yeah, you do if you're getting it online. Yeah. What's his bloody name? I don't know him now. The main bloke from Mr. Mercedes. It'll come to me in a second. Someone tell me. Yeah, I've been dying to cut my fucking hair. I hate it when it's long. Doriel said, no one ID me for my 22 Benjamin. Oh, I was going to say that. Yeah, and they should be. I've got stuff recently that I should have been ID'd. Sharon said, "Yeah, watching it on Netflix. Holly is bloody brilliant. Must watch." Yeah, I quite like Holly. I can sort of relate to her in a way because when she first meets what's his name? No, the main bloke who does the detective work with her, who employs Holly. Can't remember his name now. No, not Brady. Only Brendan Gleeson plays. I just can't think of his fucking name, and I've got it on the tip of my tongue. Bill Hodges. Bill Hodges is great. Bill Hodges partly inspired me and my brother to make and carry those coin pouches, which if you watch it, you'll know why. I hope they're in the series. Yeah, Bill Hodges, he's great. And Holly, I could relate to Holly in a way because she was a fucking freak show who never went out and didn't like talking to people. And I can totally get that. I can very much get why Holly is like that. Totally. But I don't know why, but I bet Idris would smash that part. You're such a dick. Oh, God. Pete said, same. No idea for my Stanley blade and the blades. Yeah, Bill Hodges was typing that. He said, yeah, I knew it would come to me eventually. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. Holly, you mean Queeg. Where's that gone? Jerry said, most recent purchases is hard to ID someone from the UK, from Ukraine. Distance and surface to missiles get in the way. So, Ancient, are you getting anything during Black Friday sale, although most of it is BS? Nothing worth mentioning. I was online the other day and I noticed that Amazon do a thing called Amazon Haul now, which I think they're trying to compete with Temu, and it's a load of really inexpensive stuff. And I don't know if that's a Black Friday thing or a permanent thing. Yeah, Amazon Haul, get a load of cheap shit on there, like Temu kind of stuff, but it just takes a little bit longer to arrive. I did buy some of my Christmas booze, though. So I have got myself a small bottle of 68% absinthe. And I bought myself a litre of vermouth so I can sit and be James Bond on Christmas Day and have vodka martinis. So if you come on for the live stream that day, that's what I'll be drinking, vodka martinis. Shaken, not stirred, yes. But yeah, most of the Black Friday stuff, I haven't had any. I wanted a rechargeable DAB radio. And I thought Black Friday would be ideal. Get myself a nice cheap one. No. they're the same fucking price as they normally are, 30 fucking quid. For a proper one that you definitely know is DAB, because you can find these ones that you look at and you think, is it? And you don't know. And then you get them and they ain't fucking DAB. Happened to Metallic a few times. But yeah. Wait till Cyber Monday. When's that Monday? The Monday after. But yeah. So no. Oh, do you want to hear the bad news? So you know my brother-in-law borrowed my BSA Lightning. Shot it a few times and it broke. Well, I lent him my Webley Stingray Deluxe, and he shot that a few times and broke it. So I've now not got any good air rifles, and my hands are too fucked to fix them. I don't know what the fuck happened, and it's the exact same thing that happened to the other one. The exact same thing, which makes it really weird. Because he weren't, well, this is the thing, Pete. He weren't doing anything unusual, and I trust him when he says he weren't. He was just shooting it. So something, basically, what's happened? Both of the guns, I ain't giving him the Ned Hunter, definitely not Peugeot. I already told him that. No, I ain't getting that. Basically, both the guns, the fucking end bit of the pistons has come off somehow. So he's basically shot them. And then when you cock it, the fucking rubber piston bit is up at the front still. And the reason I know that is because both of them, I've stuck a piece of wire in and you can feel it being pushed back down. And then if you push it down about that much, a little bit of air will come out. So I don't know. And I was trying to work out maybe it was something to do with like taking it to where he was shooting it in a car and it was warm and then it was cold. Or I don't know. It's just a freak accident, but it's bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, it's managed to make both of them. Happy Farm Survival, how are you? He said, how come you're allowed to have your weapons on show now? Oh, they just seem to have relaxed their sort of their rules and don't seem to bother anymore. They don't. I think the algorithm can understand it now. Person, do not give him the Ned Hunter. Yeah, the Bed Hunter. That's me. Did he bend the barrel like you know who? No. Saint said, what's a DAB radio? I think I'm brain dead at the moment. So a DAB radio can get digital channels that you can't get on a normal radio. Peugeot probably is rubber degradation because the thing is, both of those guns, they don't get shot that regularly. Both of them are over 20 years old. They just don't look it. They both look the Webley Stingray looks brand new. And that's over 20 years old. But it's just, yeah, the rubber probably has just degraded. And maybe he shot them in cold weather. Because I had shot them both recently and they both fired though. You know, I hunted that rabbit. Yeah, so what it is saying is, so DAB radio will basically get more channels. So, you know, on like Sky and digital telly, you have radio stations. Or on the internet, a DAB radio can get like them ones. So a standard radio will be able to get Radio 4, but a digital radio will be able to get Radio 4 and Radio 4 Extra and all the other ones. Because often I like to listen to the radio when I'm in the bog, but sometimes Radio 4 has utter shite on it. And if I tune that radio in, I've got to get back to there. So DAB radio just be brilliant. I love a bit of DAB radio. There's some proper good shit on Radio 4 Extra. Carlos, how you doing, mate? You all right? But yeah, it probably was rubber degradation and just a coincidence. Peter maybe kept them next to a radio. Well, it's so Pete, they're in the spare room. So he takes them out the spare room, puts them in his car, drives down to where he works, shoots them. So I don't know. But they both fucked up exactly the same way. And what I'll be able to fix it. It's just my hands are a bit fucked up at the minute. But improper handling, they are tools. Doesn't mean you can treat them like hammers. Everyone treats your gear like their own saber. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, but they're both fucked up. But yeah, DAB radio. You can get more channels, and they're just better than standard radios. And Yeah, I get bored shitless of normal radio. I like to listen to I like to listen to radio stations that have music because I can't be asked. So Radio 4 and Radio 4 Extra are ideal. That's the only two you need. And then what you do is when there's something shit on Radio 4, you turn over to Radio 4 Extra, and pretty much guaranteed at least one of those two channels will have something good on. Because like Radio 4 Extra will have radio plays on. You can listen to fucking Steptown Son on there. Great. Pete said all radio has shit on it when you're in the bog. Wash your hands, yes. Marcus said, have you ever been at Ronnie Sunshine's? He looks pretty good from his YouTube channel. I've heard of him. I've heard of them. Sorry, not him, but them. But no, I don't know. Carla said, all good, Mike. Buzzing after last week in Wales. My boy got going. Oh, fucking hell. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. Yeah, my niece Demi was having a boxing match today. She come in and got her boots. Yeah. Percy, how you doing, mate? You all right? So, by the way, if you're watching vertically or horizontal, if you don't like the way you're watching, you can change to the other one. Saint said, I did see a pair of Beats headphones that were 60% off, but then I remember I still haven't got under 70 quid spare. Yeah. I did buy myself an electric toothbrush recently, but that was after I had my tooth out. That was down. That was 30 quid from 100. But that one, you know, that's probably one of them. They're always at. They're just saying that. But no, I've never bought anything from Ronnie Sunshine's, Marcus. Oh, God, I've heard of him, though. Yeah, my hands are fucked at the minute. What I'm going to do is make the jig thing to put the guns in, and then I can take the springs out and see what's going on. But at the minute, I want to leave my hands to rest so they're not fucking playing up anymore. Yeah, Carlos knows. He said, not drinking tonight, Mike. I can see the shirt's not on. Yeah, no drink tonight. I don't know if I'll drink tomorrow. I might not. Not tomorrow, but the weekend after. I've got a family party, so I won't be about early next Saturday, just so everyone knows. Thanks, said, just realised your normal streaming. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So this is like a dual thing. It's vertical and horizontal at the same time. So if you don't want to watch it this way, go back and go to your subscriptions, go to my channel, and you can watch it horizontally if you want. That's better for you. Mark, the electronic toothbrush is the way to go. Yeah, I have heard it's much better for your teeth, haven't they? As long as you're not like really ramming them into your teeth. But they have like things on now, don't they? Sensors. Yeah. Well, after I had the other one out, I thought I have got enough money to buy one, so I might as well. Persia said, I've been looking at Swiss multi-tools on Amazon under a tenner for 16 function, 15 quid for 17 function. Can't decide. And is that proper Swiss Army ones? Because I've noticed down the years, there are a couple of brands, but I wouldn't know what they are. But the only like really good multi-tools and the only really good pen knives, like proper decent last your fucking 100 years sort of thing, are the fucking Victorinox, Swiss Army pen knives, and fucking who does the pliers that everyone likes. Yeah, post a link on Discord. What's the company that does the pliers? Multi-tool pliers. Leatherman, thank you, Marcus, and thank you, Carl. Yeah, Leatherman. That's decent type of shit. But yeah, every single sort of other non-proper Swiss Army pen knife has always been shit. The new ones got locks on them, have they, feet? That was like the selling point for fucking Swiss Army pen knives, wasn't it? I suppose people do, I suppose you can get the. Yeah. Thanks, I remember going to a car boot sale and not getting a Swiss Army for free. And not getting a Swiss Army for £3. I was too tight. Still hate myself for that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get you, yeah. You don't think at the time, do you? I overlooked and refused to buy Swiss Army pen knives up until about the age of fucking 35, probably. I never had one. I used to think, oh, I don't want a fucking shitty little knife that don't lock. It's no good to me. Fucking Swiss Army penknives, they're such good quality. And because later on in life, when you've stopped like walking around with a lock knife on you that you shouldn't be, as I don't do now, you look at these non-locking things and you think, actually, yeah, that's the way to go, because I can't get done for that. You know, if I'm walking around with a fucking lock knife, you can get done for it. But for a tenner, just for a pair for my day bag, yeah. I've got a lock-in Swiss Army knife. He's 25 years old. So they're actually worth it. What, Swiss Army penknives? Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't spend a fortune on a Swiss Army penknife. And luckily, the two Swiss Army penknives I've got, one was the really cheap one that's like 15 quid with 2 blades. And the other one I got given, or I won it, from Scalagrim years ago. Nice blue one. I would still say they are expensive, but they are good quality. They'll last you forever. Just walking out of the Uzi, no problems. But he said the full size one I have must have been my dad's. Been in my house since I can remember. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think the proper Swiss Army penknives, they will last you for fucking forever, and they are good, but they are expensive. But that's the thing. That knife will last you 30 years, and then blades will not come loose. They won't start going fucking floppy, and none of mine have. You'd really have to abuse them to fuck them up. Yeah, so they probably are. Percy said, my local millet's closed, and I managed to blag them to sell me the big boy Swiss champ for 50 quid instead of 99 retail. Oh, that's fucking excellent. Yeah, nice. Nice, yeah, what a steal there. So I can't remember the model, but the Swiss Army, which only has a blade and maybe one other feature, is the one I want. Not the one that's sort of really bulky. Yeah, I think you can get them for about 15, 20 quid maybe. My ideal one would be I've got the Huntsman, I think it is. And they do the version I would want, but I just don't know what it's called. So my ideal one would be the Huntsman, but just get rid of the corkscrew and replace that with a Phillips screwdriver. That's fucking perfect. If I've got mine out, I'll see, but I don't know if I have. Save me looking through the box for half an hour. I'll just bring the whole box over so I can show you some of my legal carry knives and shit. But yeah, I've never really seen much that compares. This thing had a lot of promise. If this was better quality, this would have been an amazing knife. So this ain't a Swiss Army knife, it's a Seamer, right? If this had been better quality, so that's got an 18650 strobing flashlight and a whole set of blades. That would have been, I would have never fucking ever got another fucking knife like that ever again. But the problem is, the blades are so fucking loose. And you can change that light to either end. I thought that would be good to be that way. And it's got all the sort of things you'd expect. But they're just too loose. See that move then? But 18, because the thing is, trying to find, if you try to find a knife with a torch on it, they're either an okay knife with a tiny little torch like that that's no good for anything, or you don't get full size things like that. But yeah, 18650 strobing flashlight with a knife on it, fucking brilliant. And the tools was pretty good. I tried to tighten the pins. What it is, the little spring bit that acts like the slip joint bit there, is just not strong enough. Anyway, I will show you the Swiss Army penknife I've got eventually. Let me just catch up with some of the comments. Yeah, I may not. The one I have may not be the Huntsman. It may not be in here either. I know where it is. Oh, okay. So this is the little four-bladed thing, whatever. This is quite nice. This is the one I bought myself. Been well used. So it's got a blade, little blade. I'm going to put them away because I've got these gloves on. I don't want to cut myself. Tin opener and the... See, this would be ideal. Get rid of that and have a fucking screwdriver on it. That'd be a fucking amazing tool. I'd have everything I wanted then because, you know. But that's what I bought. So that's that one. And then the other one I've got is this one. This one I won off a Scalagrim. And this has the little blade and the big blade. The saw, scissors. There's a saw on it, scissors, the two other little blades, the weird little hook thing. Which don't really need that either. I like the all there. No pommel. The hiker. Yeah, well that's the thing, Marcus. I do know that there is one out there, definitely, in the exact combination I would want. I've seen it. It's just whether I buy it, I don't know. That's the German army. That's a copy of the German army knife. Instead of Swiss army pen knife, it's the German army knife. Problem with that though, the blade's too long to be legal. But the actual genuine versions of those are actually quite nice quality knives. They're just it's too long to be legal. Oh, this has got the Victorinox logo on it. This one Matt bought me. Ah, nice one, Percy. He said the first one's the Spartan, the second's the Climber. Okay. He said, I ain't got a clue, mate. Single blade. Razor fucking sharp. Legal carry. Yeah, that's like shaven fucking sharp, that is. Alright, oh, that shit's away, isn't it? Pruning knife, yeah. Saint said Amazon are doing a blade deal on the more acclaimed. I saw that. That came up on my recommendations. £5. Definitely not full chain, but it seems pretty decent. Yeah, it does. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Yeah, quite a nice little knife, that one, isn't it, Percy? Darling said, nice haircut, darling. Thank you. Yeah, it was about time. Fucking hell, I couldn't stand it. I absolutely hate having hair that's even like an inch long. Disgusting. But as I said, fantastic little knives. I can't day carry them. It's too bulky in my pocket. Yeah, this box is full of my legal carry knives. There's loads of them in there. Sadly, nearly all of my legal carry knives are fucking impossible to get now, though. That's discontinued. Yeah, the whole box of them in here. Or if they're not ones you can buy, they're ones I've modded to be legal. Sometimes you can get quite big slip joints that you can cut down. And then that leaves you with a nice bit like this. This one was originally too big to be legal carry. The blade was too long. So I cut the blade down. And what that now means is you've got a full-size handle and a legal blade. Because often what happens is the legal carry knives, the handle is in the same comparison of the blade. It means it's quite small. It's only 5 centimeters, however long, 3 inches wide. And you're missing some because of the pivot. So this blade was about half an inch longer than this. But yeah, it now means you've got a legal carry knife with a full-size handle. Look at that. It's quite rare to see that. But then that's because, as I say, I modded this. All right, just so everyone knows, everyone's names are coming up, so I don't know who they are. So the Songs of Udio, how are you? You all right? I'm all right. I'm not too bad. So if you're a regular and your name's coming up different, let me know. Personally, I carry my bulky knives in leather pouches on my belt. I've got enough on my pockets without a knife in there too. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, quite. Pouches are quite good. I do like a good pouch. I would have made a load of pouches for knives, but hands are fucked now. There's a little leather pouch. Oh, nice one, Todd. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, it's just as I was saying, what's going on is fucking YouTube. Everyone's names are coming up wrong. So there's loads of people on here. I fucking, like Carlos down there. God knows why my name's coming up. It did it last week. Yeah. But luckily I knew. Well, no, I didn't know who Carlos was for a while. Boiling in here, I tell you. Saint said, you think you could make a Kydex sheath for a legal carry blade that you could legally carry outwards and quick draw without getting done for open carrying? I don't know. You definitely could make that. Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure I have seen people do that. But no, I reckon it'd be all right because it's a sheathed knife, isn't it? And it's also non-locking. I don't know if there's any rules saying you can't do that. I don't know. When you think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Carl said, do you know why our names are coming? I ain't got a clue, mate. They must have changed something recently. And what they're doing, they're putting everyone's names on as what your @ is. You can change it. You can change it. Donnie said, am I married? It depends whether Metallic Reality is about or not, whether I'm married or not. But no, I'm not. When I go and see Metallic, I am married. When me and Metallic are together, we're married. And that's purely for monetary reasons. Yeah. That was what it is. We get fake married so that when she leaves, I can get alimony because she divorces me and takes all my weapons. But no, I'm not married. Saint said, like, have it completely normal, but you could very quickly draw it if you needed. Oh, so you don't mean open then? You don't mean already open? I thought you meant in a sheath open like that. And then you pull it out already open? You mean somehow open as you pull it out? There's Metallic now. There's my lovely ex-wife. She said, hey, I'm all caught up. Got here late because I was watching Australian Survivor. Aritsu, how you doing, mate? And he said, bit late to the party. Congratulations on 50k. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Just reading the comments. Yeah, good to see you back on, Todd. I don't know if to leave these on here or not. I'll leave them on here. It might be easier. Okay, now what's that bit? Right, where are we? Todd said they mess around too much with the layouts on YouTube. They never consult users or creators about anything. I know, it's annoying. It's annoying. And then you get stuff like this, that people's actual full names was coming up and they weren't aware that that was going to happen. And the reason that these people put their full names in the first place is because there was a point on YouTube where they said, if you don't put your full names in to new people, you won't be able to make an account or some bullshit like that. Well, people, you have a username, but it was making you do like a full name and a username. Because I've been on here for so long. Mine was all right anyway. So I said, Mike, get a list of YouTube names and add real names to them. Saint said, do you remember the times when YouTube used to have a dislike button? Fucking hell, Saint. What are you talking about, mate? I'm so old. I remember when YouTube fucking... I remember when there was hardly anyone on YouTube. My channel's going to be 18 next year. But no, I do. I'm kidding with you. I'm not kidding with you, but yeah. My channel's older than some of my fucking viewers, mate. Where are we? Nick said, I remember when you had to rate 5 stars. Yes, fucking hell, now that's bringing back fucking... Yeah, YouTube had direct messaging. You could do direct responses to people. Yeah, rating 5 stars. Yeah, the private messaging feature was pretty fucking good. I don't know why they got rid of that. Todd said, I was first on it in 2007 when I was 12. Yeah, I think that's when I can't remember. So, however long my channel's been on, I was on for at least a year more than that. Because I had another account, basically. Our Queen's back. Good. Saint said, why don't they add that back? It would be great for your business. It would. I know. Yeah, the subscription box was yellow and you had video responses. Yeah. Back in the day before, when subscriptions actually meant something. You can have 50,000 subscribers now and they send your videos out to like 2 of them. Gerard said, Mike was on in 2006 then. Yeah, this is the thing. I didn't realise this. When I thought when I joined YouTube, it had been about for ages. And then I looked years later and I'd got on there quite early. Yeah, I'll tell you when my channel was created. So this channel was created in 2008, but I was on YouTube for at least a year. So 2007 and maybe 2006, but I don't know because I reckon I was probably on that other channel for about 2 years before I did WeaponCollector. Marcus said AOL had the best chat rooms. I used to love going on there. This is the thing. I've still got an AOL email, right? And when I tell people WeaponCollector1 at AOL.co.uk, do you know how many people have laughed in my face? Good job I don't take it personally, but honestly, people laugh when I say that. And I'm like, what? What are you laughing for? I didn't even know that still existed. Oh, God. I can't even tell you what my original email was. It's quite a weird one. No, I can't. I was going to shut that laptop. I might turn it off. That said, I used to have an ad blocker, Saint, but when YouTube made it so you had to have an account to use it, it wouldn't allow access to the ad blocker. Yeah, it's weird, wasn't it? Yeah, the bastards. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. 20 people watching. Don't know how many are watching on what, but yeah, because that's combined. Sorry, just sniffing my leather. If you ever have a proper bit of leather, you can't actually. I said YouTube used to be its own company before Google bought them. But apparently you can get your old Bebo data sent to, or get all your pictures and stuff, fuck's sake. I've never been on Bebo or whatever it was, but I know what it was because I used to see my younger brothers and, my younger brother and sister on the family computer on that shit and sending each other stuff and bullying each other. Oh, God. Yeah, YouTube is so greedy. They always offer me premium, but genuinely annoys me. There's 1 minute ads. So I said, Mike, did you have MySpace? No, that was before. I'll be honest with you, I didn't properly get on the internet until about 2006. But no, never did MySpace, no. I only made a YouTube account because it wouldn't let me watch certain videos. There must have been a couple of age-restricted videos on there or something I wanted to watch. I don't know. But I know I had to make an account to watch something, so I made an account, and then that was sort of it. And then I used to put fucking clips of like Tim and Eric on and Stephen King cameos. That's what happened in the end. That got copyrighted when I wasn't there. Like I said, I remember Matt telling me how much he used to make from YouTube before they changed the monetization. It wasn't a bad whack at all. Yeah. I know. I don't know what it compares like now, but unless you've got videos that are going absolutely mental, yes, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I have been monetized again recently, after 15 years of being demonetized. Giles said YouTube back when they didn't care much. You've seen some of the things they allowed, Flo. Nick said to Metallic, use uBlock Origin. It still works fine in YouTube block ads. Like I said, YouTube Premium is worth having. Yeah, Tom and Cheryl use YouTube Premium. And you can still support like being a YouTube Premium, you still support the channels you watch. You know what I mean? I don't know how it works, but you do. You know, I still get paid by YouTube Premium watchers watching me. But Mike, I have YouTube Gold. I'll send you. Hang on, Mike. I have YouTube Gold. I'll send you very much like Adam and Joe. And vids. Couple of Glasgow boys. Very much not safe work content. Okay, I've hang on, Mike. Have you seen you? No, I don't know. Suppose you right at that beginning bit again. I've not seen YouTube Gold though. Is it like Adam and Joe? You're saying and vids? Okay, get out. Yeah, Carlos, you done it, mate. Carlos is back. Carlos is back. Yes. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Carlos says, support the channel by sending Mike money to be buying more farming equipment. yes, do that. Do that. I'll even show you how to do it. So if you would like to help me out, there'll be a link in the description and in the chat. Here's a little 30-second video showing you how to donate. Please do. That does massively help. Carlos said, thank fuck, it took me 10 minutes. Yeah, you're back, mate. You're back as Carlos. Saint said, yeah, fuck it, Mike. Throw the swords over tax expenses. It's a grass last one. Good idea. Good idea. Marcus said, do you still get freebies from Olight? I haven't had anything from Olight for ages, but I've been getting stuff from Sofern and Workos. They've sent me like fucking 6 or 7 torches recently, but nothing from Olight, although I had a message from Olight recently, but I think it's fake. The Olight ones are what you want, man. Fucking hell. Some of them Olight torches are like fucking 150 quid. Saint said, Olight has their Warrior series for 90 quid, and I won't lie, I was a bit tempted. Yeah. Well, what you need to do, Saint, is just pray that I get sent one to review, and then I'll probably sell you at half price, because, you know, you'll get it half price, and I'll get, you know, some money. But no, I have had an email. I'll go and check it now if you want, but it didn't seem genuine. I know what the emails from these companies look like. However, there seems to be some sort of influencer website now that they all come from. So a lot of them will now say something like Stanley at noxinfluencer.com, something like that. And then they're all coming from there. That my like channel must be on there, and they find you. And this Olight one is from there. Oh, fuck, my eyes are bad. Hang on, let me find this Olight one. I'll read it to you. So there's someone called Yalin. Paid collaboration with Olight. Well, the Nox influencer ones are genuine, Marcus. No, they're all right. They're genuine. Because I've had the stuff sent from them, so it's all right. But this one just seems a bit weird to me. Hi there. I hope you're doing well. We really like your YouTube content, and I think your style would be a great fit for our new product, the Olight Arc Pro Series EDC flashlight. And then there's a link, which I'm not going to click. But this is from YalinNoxInfluencer.com, and that's where the other ones came from, but I don't know. I'm a bit wary about that one, just by the way it's just weirdly worded, if you know what I mean. Normally they'll at least call you Weapon Collector, or often they'll call me Mike. You know, that one seems a bit weird, that Olight one. Where are we? Joe said, you know what you could do, Mike? After every donation, play the scene from Oliver when he asks for more. Don't think I haven't thought about that. Then he said, you review it and sell it. Hang on. You review it and sell it. You message me first. I will. You keep a bloody eye out. I'm going to fucking, whoever gets in first. But no, that Olight one, that sounds a little bit weird, because normally Olight is from Olight. But as I say, Sofern and the Workos ones, they weren't. They was Workos at Nox Influencer. So I don't know. Philip, I said he's had a nice sloppy shit. You know what? I had 2 sloppy shits today, so I'll beat you there, mate. Sorry, that wasn't me nearly puking. I was, but not because I said about that. They're probably Chinese, mate. Some are good brands, but they don't always have the best business English. No, definitely Todd. Yeah. You're probably right there. Krylon, how you doing, mate? Yeah, have you seen all the videos? Go and have a look at my channel. I've done like 6 fucking torch reviews recently. Some have been proper decent. Saint said, yeah, good. I can always just message them anyway. I just won't click that link. I never click the links in emails. I don't mind Google. You know, if I need to know what that torch looks like, I'll just Google it, but I'm not clicking the link. Yeah. Who else has had a sloppy poo? I have. About 2, as I said. Margaret said, I heard the software engineer recently said that net is full of Chinese bots. Well done, Yeah. Who knows, mate? Who knows? So here's the real question, Philip Crawford 9000. How many slices of toilet roll did it take you to finish wiping your anus after you had a sloppy poo? And depending on your answer now is whether I'm going to believe whether you had a sloppy poo or not. Because I know the answer to this. Todd said the name's a dead giveaway. Claris is made in China and they do some good torches. I've had a correspondence with some of their people seeking replacements. Todd said Mike needs a whole load. Well, Philip, he said five expensive slices. I do not believe you. Yes, I need a whole loaf of toilet roll to wipe my sloppy poos. So claiming 5 expensive ones, that's bullshit, mate. That's bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Yeah, Krylon's now regular. Yeah, I recognise Krylon. Yeah. Yeah, Krylon's regular. How you doing, mate? Anyway, you all right? Carl said, depends if he got piles. Sometimes the veins get in the way. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why you're not going to get away with 5 slices. There's no way you'd get away with 5 slices on a massive fucking sloppy poo. Ever. It's not going to happen. Cheap one's great. Chocolate fingers. Oh, God. Jar said you need to invest in a B-day or whatever they call it. Maybe. Someone said, well, this is an interesting night. I have no qualms or embarrassments talking about sloppy shits. Don't worry about that. But yeah, you need to get your terminology right. It is not pieces, it is slices. What you do, you break off the slices of toilet tissue. Okay? So, how many slices does it take you to wipe? And Richard, I only know that's you because of your picture. Change your name, fucking RS Archery, K2B, whoever the fuck you are. Said, what kind of scat talk is this? RS Archery, that's Richard Strange, by the way. Or R Sarchery, I'm going to call him. So again, I think my phone volume is a bit high. Just going to turn it down a tad bit. Let it down. I just go for a shower and I dropped a shoe in the bog. Fuck's sake, we're just talking shite, exactly. Just talking a bit of shite. Giles said, I wouldn't bother with a torch. Thermal imaging is where I'd lean to. I see you, but you can't see me. Yes, exactly. I'm always talking shite, Philip, so that's all good. Carl said 5 slices, a couple of baby wipes, and then cock your ass over the sink and wash away. Now that's a man with experience. Yes. Carlos knows. Carlos fucking knows. Phil said, oh, good fun it is. So, talking of shite, yes, the title for the Christmas episode. So, I want to call the Christmas Spyroverse episode. So it's the Christmas episode. Remember this. See you later, Saint. I want to call it Violent Shite, Holy Shite. Not holy. Violent Shite, Holy Shite. That's a play on Silent Night, Holy Night. Violent Shite, Holy Shite. Metallic said, but that don't work because it should be shit. Right? Does anyone else have any ideas for the Christmas Spyro Files episode name? Well, the shit bit and the sharp bit, it's because it's shit. Spyro Hunting Intel Team. Sharp wouldn't really work. But shite rhymes with night. So I don't know. And I'm sure one of the other episodes got shite in it. The Boxing Day loaf. That's right. Oh god. Well, what we'll do, we'll have a vote in the end for all of these ideas. All right, shit Christmas. Yeah, that's quite good. Someone might need to be putting these ideas in Discord for me, though. I can't do it. But yeah, come up with your ideas. Christmas shit. Mark said to Krylan, excellent. I sent man an email today. He's a good lad. Krylan saying I missed that. Todd said if you ever put your stuff on YouTube, I'd get some. What do you mean? What do you mean? What to sell? 'Twas the shit before Christmas. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, Amazon. That did confuse me for a bit, Todd. My Arab friend is constipated, Mustafa Kaka. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do a little vote, but yeah, put these on Discord. What your votes? Well, we'll do a vote. Oh, Mal is crying on Sun. Okay, nice one, Marcus. I did wonder. Yeah. Yeah. At the minute, it's going to be called Violent Shite, Holy Shite. You know why it's called Holy Shite, don't you? Because, what do you call it? Glory hole. Anyway, we'll do a vote. What are we on about shit? Rudolph the shit-nosed reindeer. Maybe I'll have to wrangle a fucking reindeer in there. Richardson, Mike, you see that pistol crossbow shooting accurately at 50 meters, I think. I watched a bit of it, but I can't stand watching that bloke's videos. He disgusts me, Richard. He fucking disgusts me with all his bullshit. Yeah. Right, so I put a turban around my shit. Philip, I'm not reading that out. Bird said, "'Twas the shite." See, it don't work. That it was the shit before Christmas. The shite before Christmas, and all through the house, none were doing Spyros that night. That's too long for a title, though. I know who he is, Daryl. I have to refuse to say his name. Just so everyone knows, next Saturday I'm going out. So I may be on when I get in. Depends how drunk I am. Such a shite Christmas. Oh, it doesn't have to be shite either. It can be shit, shite. Metallic's point is shouldn't be shite. It should be shit because we're Spyro hunting intel team. Ebenezer Poos. Desmond stealing Santa's naughtiness so they know who to take away to the Spyroverse. That's why you get Spyrographs at Christmas. Definitely put that in there, Persia. I may be able to put that in there. So I'm putting on the Discord. Bill, how you doing, mate? Richard said, "What happened to you, man? You used to be cool." I was never cool. Who told you that? Fucking lies. I can't watch him. I can't watch him. It drives me mental, Rich. Because it's just, the thing is, them videos are just, they're not bollocks, but he's like trying to prove something that doesn't need proving. We all know if you put a fucking sight on a crossbow and shoot it like that, it's going to go like that and go on a target. If you need to be told that, fuck me, you know nothing about anything. You probably shouldn't be watching the videos anyway. But it's just horse piss for the sake of like views, really. And is fucking his viewers probably lap it up and go on about, oh, that's the most genius thing we've ever seen. He's just told us how to put a sight on a crossbow and point it upwards and shoot it. Oh wow, it can hit something. Look what you've done, Richard. Carlos said, "We wish you a shitty Christmas and a crappy New Year." I'm gonna have to come back to all these. Joe said that's just ballistics. Well, it is. But I think partly what it is because he claimed that the Stinger can't hit anything at like 10 meters, but his one can hit something at 50 meters. I've shot a Stinger and I could consistently hit a target that fucking big from about 10, 15 meters. No, that's not very far. But he claimed you couldn't hit anything. He claimed you couldn't hit something like that at that distance with a Stinger. Well, I fucking well could, because I wasn't trying to make that crossbow look bad. I'm an actual. This is the thing. What people don't realise is his videos are biased, and he's trying to sell a product. I'm not. I am doing a fair review where I actually show you genuinely how these things shoot, whereas he doesn't. He makes certain ones look bad, and he'll go on about, oh, this is a toy, blah 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 blah. But you know, before he fell out with them, it was the greatest thing he'd ever seen. You know what I mean? Wish for a shit Christmas. Todd said maybe he's just being German. They're quite known for being preachy about efficiency. It's the lying, though. It's just the bullshitting because he's wank shot. Gerard said the Stinger can't hit anything at 10 meters. They have a range of 5 kilometers. Oh, God. Richard said I shot a 10-inch group with my red back at 50 meters. Well, there you go. Yeah, exactly. In fact, just message you a title so you don't spoil the plot. Putting it on there. Okay, well, Green, thank you. It said, on the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me, a shit on the Christmas tree. We can give up with the Christmas Spyro titles for now. It's too many. Todd said it was more just about his slingshots for me. Love making them since it's so easy and pretty much fun. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, his channel was originally called the Slingshot Channel, and people really like that. And a lot of people do say what happened to the slingshot stuff. And I don't get me wrong, as I've said loads of times, he has done a lot for crossbows, but being someone who collects crossbows, shoots crossbows, got a lot of crossbows, and has done a lot of tests, I know when he's talking out of his ass. And I also know when he's trying to sell something, because the whole thing with him is it's all about money. And he was perfectly happy and accepting with them. When he was in with whoever makes the Stinger, I can't remember now, it was the best thing going. It was the best thing going, and he invented it and all this stuff. And you know, I mean, as soon as he fell out of them, suddenly that crossbow was a toy that couldn't hurt a fly and couldn't hit a barn door. But the problem was his sycophantic viewers don't call him out on that. They just call him out on how he's the greatest crossbow inventor that's ever been, when he never actually invented anything. And all the shit he comes out, like the knives he comes out with, none of those are innovative inventions. He's just gone and done something really, like, none of it is needed. It's not innovating anything. No, it's not. Or like that pantograph knife, claiming he invented the pantograph knife. How dare he claim he invented that? He didn't invent the pantograph knife. They've been around at least since World War II, before he was born. And he claims he invented that knife. You know. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off because no one calls him out on it. No one does. But I said, do I need to go on StreamYard and play? No, I'll stop now. But yeah. Cookie said your mother would be ranking right now. Yes, he would. He would. He'd be loving it. Stop bringing him up, Richard fucking Strange. That's Richard's fault. Richard said, and he has no accuracy with those 6-inch bolts, but his interceptor uses the exact same bolts. Exactly. No, he did not invent the magazine-fed semi-automatic crossbow either. No, I could show you a video right now of a bloke shooting a semi-automatic magazine-fed crossbow 10 years ago on YouTube. Yeah. Carlos said, the first day of Christmas, Mike gave me a bayonet and one fucking quiver, and I'll be very happy. Hello, Cross Tactics. How you doing, mate? You all right? I ain't too bad. Have I made catapult videos? I've shot catapults in videos, and I've even made a catapult, but I'm no good with a catapult. I'm shit with a fucking catapult. I ain't ever gonna pretend I'm any good with one. Todd said, I'm still too young to have known that for sure, maybe. I only saw him a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't. There's a lot of things that irritate me with him. It's just all of this claiming to have invented things he hasn't. And then it's more about his viewers going on and on and on, like he's the fucking crossbow messiah. And he's not. I don't think there's a single thing he's ever come up with saying he invented it that wasn't either thought of by someone else or already been made. Yeah. He's very much who's the bloke who stole all of fucking Tesla's ideas and stole loads of other people's ideas? Edison, was it? Was it Edison? I can't remember. It turns out now, when they look back at nearly all the stuff, if it was Thomas Edison, nearly all of his inventions were stolen off of other people. He just claimed them first and what's the word? Patented them. But nearly every single thing he invented, he did not invent. That's what the German bloke is. Hello, the Rye said. He said, "You're a wee baldy sausage, mate. I've never been called that before." But yeah, I'm going to take it as a compliment. Everyone likes a sausage. Bill Gates. Todd said, "Yeah, Edison. They suppressed the deeper parts of Tesla's technology." Yeah, Tesla was so far beyond Edison, it's not even close. But yeah, they suppressed Tesla, didn't they? And he also stole loads and loads of other people's ideas. Cross Tactic says, repeating crossbows and self-cocking crossbows were used by ancient Europeans. Well, exactly. This is what I'm saying. The magazine crossbow has been around for at least 2,000 years. Exactly. At least 2,000 years. Do you know what though? That's how what we worked out in the end, Cross Tactics and everyone else watching. What we found out in the end was George Spratt is a time traveler. He must be. He must be a time traveler. So what he's done, he's going back in time. He did invent the magazine crossbow. It's just he went back in time 2,000 years and told the Chinese how to do it first. There we go. The time said, I blame Richard for the last 10 minutes. Yeah. Little shitbag he is. He sat there laughing now. The Chinese would have made the first semi-automatic crossbow, not for the German model. Well, you know why? This is another reason, right? Do you know why semi-auto crossbows and all that weren't ever made? Because they've been already superseded by something massively better. People stopped using crossbows. Now, don't get me wrong, in countries like the UK and places where you can't get firearms, but that's why the progression of the crossbow stopped because of gunpowder, basically. Yeah. So people moved on to that instead. We've almost gone back in time and are now making better something that was around 2,000 years ago. But yeah. Mr. Key said, I've been making rucksacks from goat skins. My invention. Nice. I can't say your name. It's offensive over here. I don't know. Mark said, does anyone follow the works of Edgar Cayce? No. Just energy weapons will supersede firearms. Yes. Now we're getting on to my favourite subject. Now, I invented something called brown sound. Now, I can't remember the full invention. Can anyone remember the full invention that I did? But I came up with the greatest invention ever. Now, brown sound does exist, but I created a gun in my head that what you do, you shoot people with brown sound and they instantly shit themselves. And you can win any war that way without killing people. Because they're just, filling their pants up with shit. Back to shit again. Shrug Scotland said, good channel. I'm a member of the Rifle Club here in the west of Scotland. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you on. Yeah. The brown note gun exists. That's it. Now I know, Costacted. I've seen it. I was the one who told him about it. Yeah, the brown sound gun. The brown sound cannon. Todd said, I saw the first concept on it, Brainiac, Science Abuse as a kid. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good program. John Tickle. Brown sound. Brown sound is the note that makes you cack your pants. Rita said, yeah, shit version of the Dyneema string that had been used for 25 years. That first year. I didn't see Persia's comment there. What's he been saying? Oh, but only after he went further back and invented the string. Yes, exactly. Yes. Philip said, have you seen the homemade gun on the movie In the Line of Fire? I don't think so. Renato, how you doing, mate? By the way, everyone's names are different on here, so I recommend you go and change them if you want me to know who you are. I know who Renato is, though. Carlos said, are you on tomorrow, pal? Get off. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, mate. I'm tempted to have a drink tomorrow, but I might not because I'll be drinking the next weekend. If I do, maybe I'll have a mild drink. I don't know. Renato, let me get on with your comment. He said, from what I know, it was the Chinese who invented the repeating crossbow and put excrement on the tip of the arrow to cause infections. Yes. It was only effective for the rate of fire also known as the shit crossbow. I didn't know the shit crossbow bit. Yeah, see you later, Carlos. Good night, mate. But yeah, no, Chinese. I've been in museums where I knew anyway. Yeah, the repeating crossbow where you just keep pulling the bit back and it shoots them. Yeah, that's at least 2,000 years old. Yeah, good night, Carlos. Take care, mate. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Todd said the handheld radar dish gun to induce severe nausea at 90-degree arc in front of you would be pretty cool. I can't remember what was the weapon I came up. Brown sound weapon that time. Do you remember? It was like the greatest invention I've ever thought of. Yeah, I invented that. Let me just think of something right now. So I've just invented something. Right, so you get a cylindrical tube type thing and you put a cone on the front and then on the back of it, you stick a little bit sticking up like that, right? 2 little bits sticking out the back and halfway along, 2 long ones like that. Put an engine on it and then that flies. I just invented the plane. Yes, there you go. Just invented the plane. Philip said, my mother-in-law, handbag can kill a man at 20 paces. First said, therefore inventing every bow and sling type weapon ever. Yes. The climax. Oh no, that was it. That was it. Wasn't it something to do with coming and shitting at the same time? Yes, Jyrell. Now you're bringing flashbacks to me. You're bringing back flashbacks to me. Yes, there was something about there was shitting and come at the same time. Cross Taxi, I'm going to watch that latest Sobek video of yours and hit the bed. Take care, mate. See you later. Yeah, see you soon, mate. Maybe tomorrow night. But are you thinking of something that would make your enemies literally shit themselves? That sounds familiar. Yes, yes. Richard said Mike's version of mild is drinking from 9 to 6 in the morning, listening to Osiris, waking up wondering what the fuck happened. Pretty much, Rich. Like I said, there must be a specific sound that makes people crab themselves. There is a thing called the brown note, but I don't think it properly works. There is a bass sound that can make you shit. Yeah. The brown note or the brown sound gun, that's something they've tried to do. But yeah, I had some idea. I remember talking about it for like half an hour one night when I was in like a jokey mood about this invention that would make you piss and shit yourself. No, it wasn't piss and shit yourself. It was come and shit yourself at the same time because you'd be pretty much useless. You wouldn't be doing anything at that point. And you'd also be so embarrassed that you shat and that made you come. So you'd be confused, wouldn't know what to do. Oh, God. You might have 1 or 2 people who love it and coming at you, but, you just took out a whole army. Yeah. That's what the fuck. Just inventing things. We're just inventing, Renato. That's all. We're just inventing things. Yes, we're just inventing things. Anyway, what you lot been up to? I got given a sword today. It's a wall hanger, but it is legal because it's not sharp. I need to leave the blade out actually, because where they've had it stored, there's fucking water in the scabbard. It's not sharp anyway, it should be alright. Don't let it fucking fall on it. Margaret said, imagine that, flicking a switch and someone shits themselves. That said, those vibro plates some gyms have can make you shit yourself if you stand at the wrong angle. Oh, Christ. So anyway, what you lot up to tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I haven't really got a lot to do. Oh, no. So me and Metallica are going to attempt to do... Well, not attempt. We're going to start the notes and even maybe do one or two audio commentaries for the Spyro files. Yeah, we won't do that all day, though, will we? Because I've bought the edit. I've bought the thing to do the DVDs now. I bought it anyway because I had a bit of spare cash, so I don't need the pre-orders now. Todd said, "Night, Mike. Nice seeing you around. Got a friend's birthday to go to tomorrow. So shitty karaoke time. Fuck's sake. Yeah, nice having you on, mate. Take care. See you soon. Maybe she won't be on tomorrow night then. Yeah, fair enough. Take care, mate." Attack said, I need to do washing in my floors tomorrow too, as I didn't get my chores done. Yeah, as long as we get a few hours of it, all we've got to do, Metallic, is I thank you, Renata. You become a member on the channel, have you? Thank you, Matt. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. You'll get something out of it. I don't know what. But if I do a giveaway at Christmas, you get free entries. But thank you. It's like bloody typical. I'm the only one to pre-order, and I'm doing half the extras on it. Well, I might still do the video anyway, and so so people can just pre-order and then it's been paid for. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate that, my queen. But yeah, I've bought it now because I had a bit of extra cash. Well, I'll get it while I've got it, because if I spend the money, I ain't got it again. And then I've got to rely on these pre-orders. But yeah, it won't take that long. All we got to do is watch it once, write down the notes, and then watch it again. So, because I want to do it in one go. I don't want to have loads of editing. I think if we just miss bits or fuck up, we just have it come out naturally, and that's how it is. You know what I mean? Because it's just that'd be hours editing that otherwise, and then try to match it up with the fucking what people are watching would be really hard. Anyway, Gerald said that sword looks like a US Saber Civil War area. Seen some while I was buying my Chinese sword. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a United States Marines NCO sword. It's United Cutlery. You get it for about 150 quid over here, or 115, something like that, 120 maybe. But yeah, I'll clean it up, make the handle a bit more solid. But it is just a wall hanger, but it's blunt, so as I say, you can own it. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I said, yeah, Saber, United Cutlery, I know him. Yeah. So that's what me and Metallica will be doing for some of our day tomorrow, doing some of the commentaries. Jarrell said, well, it depends, Jarrell. That one, if it was sharp, it wouldn't be legal because it's not handmade. So if you buy a sword in the UK from a UK website and it's sharp and it's curved, it should be handmade to be legal. Yeah. Yeah. That's not handmade, so if that was sharp, it'd be illegal. Yeah. The hand forged rule, if it's hand forged, but that's not, it says stainless steel China on it, ain't handmade. Not handmade. But yeah. Like my katana up there, you can't see it, but I've got a katana up there. Oh, you can on the big screen, yeah. That katana up there, that's sharp, it's usable, but it's also handmade. or made to traditional methods before 1957 or some shit like that. I hate all these sword laws. It drives me mental trying to remember them. Straight swords are all right. You can have any straight sword pretty much. Well, unless it's got tanto tip on it. Fucking Christ. Yeah, try to remember all that shit. It's a nightmare. Oh, God. So, yeah, apart from doing the voiceover thing, I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Probably fuck all. I might not have a drink tomorrow. I'm not like set on it. Might have a couple of weeks off because I'm a little bit worried drinking too much anyway in case I get gout, you know. So if I have at least a couple of weeks off each time, you know, just better for my body, really. My stitches have come out my tooth hole now, though, so that's good. And that's pretty much healed. I've got to still be a little bit careful eating on that side. Only because it's, you know, it's still healing a bit, but it's not open anymore. I don't know if he's still here or not, Marcus. I can't. There's not like a thing I can see whether people are on or not until they comment. Yeah, I said, yeah, you don't want to scratch it, etc. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm still being careful. I don't know, I might be getting some packages tomorrow, so maybe I could sort those out. What I want to do, I want to set up I want to set up my Sobek with loads of accessories on it and get it all set up to how I want it. But I don't know, it's going to be a while. Oh, God. What have you been up to, Marcus, anyway? Been up to much? Me and Metallic watched a film called Christmas Presents last night. Prese, you know, not presents as in Christmas presents that you open, you know, someone's presents, you know what I mean? ENCE, presents. It was dire. It was total shite. You know what? I could tell it was going to be shite just by the picture as well. And I think they'd filmed it in like a really sunny, wintry but very sunny day. Yeah, felt their presence, and so they had to put some really fucking demented filter on it. Marcus said, Mike, you used to be able to see people in the room, didn't you? Another feature gone. Yeah, well, I can't on here. There's a thing where you can see who's participating, but that just means who's commented essentially. But yeah, but now I'm on a thing called StreamYard at the minute, so. But that says so sick of films with no likable characters. Yeah, that's I think that filmmakers, why they're so shit now and why they don't understand films. What is there to go on if you make a program or a film where every character is a fucking complete twat? I can't get into that. I want to like at least one or two. In the old days, most 1980s horrors. Oh, just look at like John Carpenter horrors or anyone. Fucking the Nightmare on Elm Street, all that, right? The main character you really liked, you wanted them to survive, and most of the characters you liked, they were what's called the goodies. So you liked the good people, and then you'd get the baddies who would be trying to kill them, and you had someone to follow and someone to hate. You know what I mean? Now they make films where every single character is a complete fucking twat, so you don't like any of them, and then someone's going after them. And because it's okay if they're like, it's hard to explain. I get what they're doing. They're trying to do this. They think people watch films wanting everyone to die, but I don't get nothing out of that. Literally get nothing out of that. I want to have characters I like. You used to have, you'd have a female character you liked, you'd have a a bloke who was usually in about their 30s or 40s who would be the hero. You know I'm getting older, so everyone looks younger now. But if you watch any 90s or 80s horrors, the hero was an actual man, not a fucking child. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, but it just, I don't know, it was more believable if you could look up to someone and, and they looked like they could do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, well, yeah, blame Scream. And you know what? I fucking hate Scream, and I think it's overrated, and I think that's ruined a lot of horror, that has. That's ruined a lot of horror, that has, Rich. Fucking Scream. Darryl said, "Oh, you want to be the villain that wipes everyone else." Well, I suppose, but that don't do nothing for me. Like, you look at the Nightmare on Elm Streets and the Jasons and the Halloweens. You want the main character to survive. You're rooting for them, and then you have a character who's trying to help them. And even if you look at all the funny thing is, the Nightmare on Elm Street was by the same bloke who made fucking Scream, Wes Craven. But that was back in the day when, all of the main characters, you liked them and you wanted them to survive. So when they got killed, it was horrible. You know what I mean? It does. Some films are so. A lot of horror films are so shit nowadays. It is genuinely like they don't know how to make horror films now. I don't want to watch a film where every character is a complete cock, because I can't relate to that and I can't get into it. Did you watch the recent remake of Sounds Like? No, I haven't. I've watched the original one with I can't remember his name now, David Summit. I watched that one, and I watched another remake from the early 2000s, which has Rob Lowe in it. That was okay, but not as good as the original. No, and I probably won't. I probably won't watch it, to be honest. David Soul, thank you, Marcus. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. It's a bit of a ranty one tonight. But you're getting me on the things I'm actually interested in. But no, I find it such a shame now that they don't have a fucking clue. So many filmmakers don't have a clue. And yeah, all the characters are fucking complete twats. And I'll tell you quite a good one I watched, and I quite enjoyed this because there were characters. This is the modern one. There's a horror film called Final Girl, or Final Girls, I think it's called. I think it's Final Girl. And that was quite good because that sort of went back to how things used to be. But I think part of it was that. But yeah. Richard said, Mike, thoughts on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah, I like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a good film. I'll be honest with you, that new one that came out recently, I didn't hate that. But there was quite a few things in it that weren't that great. I have a weird thing with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though. So for quite a few years, I didn't really think much of it. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't really like it. I just thought it was another one of those films that was, and this is probably true, it was another one of those films that was only actually popular because it was banned in the UK for a bit. Had that not been banned, that may not have ever been as popular as it was. But when you look back now, it is a good. It's not the greatest made film, but I don't know. There's something about it. I do like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Most of the sequels are fucking horse piss. But I didn't hate that new one. And by the new one, I mean the one that came out about a year ago. Dario said, you need bad peeps who are not always bad, or are more of a grey area. The good guys are also not so goody two-shoes. Yeah, well, it depends. It depends what you're looking at. Do you know what I mean? As an example, if you look at a lot of John Carpenter's films, the heroes in that aren't. They're not full-on anti-heroes, but they're certainly not goody two-shoes people, are they? They'll drink and they'll get in fights and that, and they're, you know, but they're people who get stuff done. You know what I mean? Joe said TCM smells a lot of California to me. Everyone is so totally unarmed. Oh, that's something I like to joke about. I love to joke about when we're watching films, how you watch a fucking you'll be watching a film set in America and no one's got a gun or a weapon at all. And I'm like, what? This isn't fucking right. Fuck off. And nothing at all. Matat said the Penguin in the series was probably my favourite character last year. Yeah, that was excellent actually. If you've not seen the Penguin, that was genuinely fucking excellent. Yeah. But yeah, the amount of American horror films that you'll see where no one's got anything at all, nothing, no weapon at all. But then, you know, if they did, the film would be over in 2 minutes. Wouldn't it? They just shoot him and it'd be done. Oh, fucking my fucking finger got stuck then. I've had a pain pad under this glove all night. I don't know if it's helping or not, but I've had less issues with this hand than I have with this one. This is normally the worst one. And of course, we ate the baddie in Outlander. The one who was supposed to be a goodie. Yes. Yes, fucking Claire. Yeah. Well, we've got at least 4 months till we have to watch that, maybe 6, because I want it to be finished by the time we watch it, so we can just watch it all in one go. And then all you lot have got to do is pray to fucking everything in existence that I win the lottery, so that I can make a final episode. There'll be 2 things I'll be making, or maybe 3. I'll just become a filmmaker if I win the lottery. I'll be making a new episode of Outlander. I'll be hiring Matt fucking Holness to do at least another series or a film of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. And I'll turn the fucking Spy Files into a, you know, I'll still film it and do it exactly how it is, but we'll just have a little bit more money for gore. That's all. But that's Claire hanging out red flags. Handing out red flags to all men to wave, because who isn't a red flag? And she's on the screen. Exactly. I know it sounds so wrong, but it feels so right. Doesn't it, my queen? Yes. It's all justified. It's all justified. It's the female Sprav version, you know. Oh god, but Mike's Claire obsession for Kenza now. Oh no, I'm not the only one. I'm just the one who's vocal about it. Metallic's as bad as me. Metallic's as bad as me. She'll be sat there at the premiere. You know, I'm surprised that Metallic won't ask to be in it so she can do a bit of strangling as well. There'll be a one and only acting fucking, you know, proper acting fucking, you know, she's acted, but in a TV acting role. No, it ain't just me. The thing is, Persia, what's even funnier is there's a whole fucking website and Reddit dedicated to how much people hate Claire in Outlander. Why do people hate Claire so much in Outlander? Okay. Does anyone else hate Claire? The whole Reddit thing dedicated to hating her. Oh, God. There's multiples. For the Claire haters, why are you guys watching the show about a character you hate? Makes me die. Space, how you doing, mate? You right? Person, I love her. You want to pull her pigtails? I do more than pull her fucking pigtails, I'll tell you. And Tat said, it'll be a bit part, just my foot, and it will trip her up as she's passing a lie heap. I thought you was going to say your foot would be on her fucking throat. Giles said, I have no idea what this is, as I've never watched Outlander. I already want to take her out with an airstrike. She's the worst character ever. And she's like the main character, and everyone fucking hates her. I love it. I find it great. And then Metallic was telling her daughter how much how much I hate Claire. And she started getting red flag, red flag. And then Metallic explained to her that, that's a normal reaction. If you're watching Outlander and you don't hate Claire, something wrong with you. I'm telling you, something wrong with you. How you doing, Spacey? What you been up to? I can't even remember going in last weekend. And I couldn't turn my fucking PC monitor on. I was so drunk. All I had to do was press the fucking switch. Claire's accessories must be our business. Fucking hell. But yes. If you're watching this and you hate Claire too, please give the live stream a thumbs up. Might need to go for a piss in a minute. Is that now? I claim accident so I don't get locked in a dungeon and get treated the way Jamie was. Oh, Christ. Look, I'll be directing this episode. That will not happen. That will not be happening. Don't even have to be a long episode. It's just a little fucking 5-minute, thing. Just so we can. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in time and make sure none of it happened. Save Jamie and his lineage. So, Persia, did you go and have a look at that Oz thing? So there used to be a TV show on HBO and Channel 4 years ago called Oz. It was a prison drama. Metallic, if we can find it, would you watch Oz with me? It's good. It's not like your standard prison drama, and there's not that much of it. There's only 8 episodes per series. So because I remember watching Oz years ago thinking there was loads of it. Like there was 24 episodes and there was like an hour long. It's not. There's only 8 per series. And there's about 6 series, so there's not fucking tons of it. But recently, I found that there's a good night, anyone who's going off. There's a little 15-minute short film that's been made by. It's got 2 of the original actors in it, and made by the bloke who made Oz. It was Oswald State Penitentiary, is what it's called, Oz. But yeah, it was. I watched it, Persia. It's worth watching. It's nothing special, but it's worth watching. The Tat said an hour an episode. The 100 ways Claire dies. Every time she's almost dead, throw her through some stones in 24 hours so you can kill her again. Yes. Yes. But yeah, I think I'm going to rewatch Oz soon, Persia. And he said, no, I totally forgot. Rewatching Oz is a shout. That's getting hunted for. Yeah, so the new little thing is called Zoe. Instead of Oz, it's Zoe. Yeah, I've got series, I think 1 to 4 on DVD. But yeah, if I can find it somewhere to watch decently, I might see if I'll get my dad to watch it with me. As I say, there aren't loads of them. It's 8 episodes per series, so it's not fucking tons and tons and tons and tons. And there ain't no filler episodes in Oz. I used to love a bit of Oz. Every episode, someone gets murdered, pretty much. Yeah, Oz was good fun. Some of it harrowing as a teenager. Some of it very harrowing. That spoon scene, I'll never forget that. And I remember thinking, are they going to show it? Are they actually going to fucking show it? And not knowing where to look or what to do. Because this spoon was getting closer and closer and closer to this bloke's fucking arsehole. I genuinely thought they're going to fucking show it and I'm going to have to see this. And I'm only 15. Or however old I was. Oh, God. And they literally stopped the spoon when it touches the arse cheeks. Sorry, spoiler alert there. Murdered or bummed. Either way, good quality TV. Exactly, Sergio. Exactly. I'm going to put that one on screen. That's how you know a TV show's good. Oh God. But I'll give it a go, but I feel like I may have seen an episode years ago and didn't like it. Yeah, but you might like it now. Joe said, Midsummer Murders, that's why the town is not being patrolled by an army at this point. Yeah, why is it not? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Oz was really good. I genuinely think Oz was a great fucking show. The thing is, Metallic, though, if you don't like it, there isn't fucking tons of it. There's not tons of it. It's eight episodes per series. That's not a lot. You could do potentially 3 a night, depending. Yeah. But if I can't find it anywhere decent for us both to watch it, I might just watch it myself because I've got it on DVD anyway. I'd rather live in Midsummer than the film Midsummer. Yes, exactly. You didn't like that, did you? Yeah, I reckon I'll watch Oz again soon, Persia. Yeah, and then so Zoe it's set like now. It's set 20 years later after it finished. And it has Beecher and can't remember his surname now. Ryan and Cyril. What was their second names? Because Cyril was always an interesting character. So the character Cyril, when he goes into the prison, he's got like a mental age of like 10, but he's a grown man who's committed murder. And then you don't know nothing about him apart from he's Ryan's brother. He's a grown man, but he's got like the mental age of a 10-year-old. And you just assume he's always been like that. And then it shows a flashback of him. And he was like a big fucking hulking gangster. He used to go around fucking battering people, killing people, until someone fucking whacked him around the head with something and basically brain damaged him. And another spoiler, but I always found that fascinating because you always assumed Cyril was like a fucking, as Stephen King would put it, a mentally feeble person. But he weren't. He was, he was probably worse than his fucking brother was. Jarrell said, if I moved to Midsummer, I would be packing enough firepower to fight World War II by myself. Yeah, I love a bit of Oz. I may have to get the other DVDs though, because I never got them all. They was quite hard to get. I had to get a couple of like Region 1 DVDs, so I may have to break out my old fucking DVD player to watch them. You get Oz DVD box sets. You've got all of them. Oh, fuck me. 21. Maybe I'll get myself Oz box set for Christmas and I'll sell my old ones. That's not a lot. I wonder if you can get the 16 quid. £40 on HMV, brand new. Yeah, I might buy that. Get myself out for Christmas. Murdered or bumped. Oz was good, wasn't it, Spacey? I used to really like Oz. Yeah, I remember when that was on telly over here, I was probably about fucking 14, 15. I used to watch it at night and then got school the next day. I don't actually know how old I was, but I'm sure I was, 14, 15, 16 maybe. When was the HBO TV series Oz broadcast originally in the UK on Channel 4? No, that can't be. Fuck off. I'm sure I went to school. Well, that reckons it was 2001. So I must be having memories of something else. Yeah, well, that reckons 2001, but you can't trust this shit. But on other places, say 1997. I don't know. But yeah, it felt, So basically, the black dude in the chair was who Michael. That's it. Yeah, Michael from Lost. Funny thing is, Spacey, I was just going to say that. So you had Michael from Lost. He was in it. Adebisi. He was in fucking Lost as well later on. Adebisi. What a fucking bastard character that was. Fucking hell. Adebisi was fucking horrible bastard. Yeah. Schillinger, Beecher, Ryan and Cyril. Yeah. Yeah. Good show. Adebisi was your favourite, or Schillinger? Hello, Fab from France. Bonjour. Bonjour. I hope you're doing good. I'm going to have to get up for a wee in a minute. I may play a clip. Right, sod it. I'm just going to have a quick wee. I'll be back in a minute. I'll play a little clip if I can find one that's a minute long. You can have Monty says no, fuck it.
Good evening. Tonight on Tales from the Spider-Verse, we'll tell you the cautionary tale of Monty the dog. A dog who was found in a house completely covered in gore. All the walls had pyrographic pictographs drawn on them, and the pup in question was found covered in blood, and no remains of his owners were ever found. To this day, Monty the dog won't go near spirographs because spirographs are bad.
One day we were doing spirographs and we asked Monty, would you like to do a spirograph with us? No, spirograph. Monty said you can fuck right off with your spirograph bullshit. No, spirograph. Fuck off, demon. Or is it a Desmond?
I'd like to tell the kids kept up the good game that Monty did a spirograph, but life in the Spiroverse isn't a fairy tale.
No spirographs. No spirograph.
I'm just going to repeat what Persia said. I'm going to make a point of saying Persia said this before I say it. I won't even put the comment on as a thing. But I would not recommend saying Addy is your favourite fucking character, Persia. Adebisi, though, yeah. Jara said, I found a site that makes functional Klingon swords. Nice. That might be illegal, though, because it's got spikes coming out of it now. So, Spacey, are you watching vertically or horizontally? Because I'm streaming both at the same time. So if you can't see everyone's comments, go back onto my channel and find the longer one, or the one you're not watching, and everyone's probably on there. Yeah. I was going to say something. I can't. Well, it was now. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was the Adebisi bit. Yeah. There's some great characters in Oz. There was some horrible bastards in that. I like, you had the Italians, the Muslims, the fucking Nazis, and the African American gangs, and it was good. It was a good program, and it was very different than your normal prison thing. It was, but then why Oz was different is because Oz was different, because it was supposed to be like an experimental prison, weren't it? So it meant they could do weird shit that you wouldn't see in a normal prison. Spacey Persio said there's two different streams, a horizontal and a vertical. All chat on the StreamYard, though. Yeah. Yeah, Gyrell, I'd be careful. You're in the UK. I don't know if you are or not. How you doing, Spacey? You on the other one now? Yeah. I need to put a banner up saying that if you're watching this and you can't see people's chats, it's on the other one. Yeah, I looked into it. Technically, some of the Klingon stuff could be classed as a zombie sword if it's got multiple spikes sticking out of it. It definitely could fall under the if it's got a sharp point, a cutting edge, more than one spike, and it's over 8 inches. That's a fucking zombie knife. I can't even remember. Did I leave you lot on chatting or was I still on? I can't actually remember. But yeah, emblems, holes, and multiple points. Yeah, that fucking buckfast got me so fucked. I knew that was going to happen, but every now and then I do that though. I have to just. Some nights I can control myself and I'm happy with doing that. Other nights I just have to go off on one, go off the rails a bit. I was wankers. I know. I can't even remember coming in. Good night, though. Good night up until, what I remember. So I may have a drink tomorrow. I might have a week off, though. But I definitely won't be on next Saturday early. But what I might do is, because we've got a family party, I'll be going to this family party, but it's like a hired hall, so that'll be shutting at 12:30 anyway. So I'll be home 12:30, so I might come in and live stream afterwards, because it's either come in and go and listen to music, or I'll come in live stream. So keep an eye out. I might send you an email Saturday night, and everyone else, I'll send you all emails Saturday night, so next Saturday, when I get in, and then we could do a private chat. I can always come on one for a little bit, so you know I'm about. Yeah, that's it. Exactly it. Yeah, save me liver. Exactly. Spacey. That's my thinking. Save me liver and save me getting gout. I was so pissed I couldn't even turn my PC monitor on, and all I had to do was press a plug. Yeah. I was listening to music on my phone while looking at videos on my tablet because I couldn't turn the PC on. Well. Yeah. So what's everyone up to tomorrow? I know I asked some of you. Oh, I'm so glad I cut my hair. It's fucking horrible. I ain't having any hair. Gets all fucking itchy and horrible. Jaro said the Meklev is very similar to a Kopesh. Has no holes, no logo. Oh yeah, it has to have holes as well, I think. The zombie knife. Spacey said, get some crack or heroin for a change. Do you know what? If that shit wasn't highly addictive and potentially kill you one fucking go, not crack, but I probably would. I'd be fucked if I went on that shit. I'd be dead now, probably. Suppose I need to shave. Your clippers are seized up. Mine kept getting stuck in my hair, so I think they need a bit of an oil. Gerard said, Worf's small sword from DS9 and First Contact. Yeah, it does need holes. I forgot about the holes. But you know that big one that goes like that, and it's got the holes in it to hold it, and then the spikes? That's the batleth, isn't it? That, I think that would come under the category of zombie knife. I think it would. Yeah, I think the batleth would. I think the batleth would come under the category of a zombie knife. It's got all of the things it needs to. Spacey, was you on earlier when I said about I got given a wall hanger today? Wall hanger sword. I don't know if I'll put it up somewhere. Yeah, my nephew come home today and said someone had given him a sword. He said to me, "Oh, I got a present for you," and I thought, "Oh, here we go. It'll be a bottle of wine or some fucking cans of like Brewdog shit that no one likes, because that's what they get given at work. Because they normally work for quite posh people. They're always given bottles of wine that no one wants. But no, the bloke would give him a sword, but he didn't want it because he's got kids and it's too dangerous. It was just at a job. The bloke just said, I think Ryan had said, "Oh, I like that sword." He said, "Well, you can have it if you want." Yeah. Dirk, he said, "Is that a 1911 deactivated?" That's a 1911 replica. It could be argued that those holes have nothing to do with the function, as they are for the wielder to hold the sword with. Well, exactly. But I'm just saying, yeah, I think technically, maybe. I'm not saying definitely. I don't really know. Don't have to like the stream, everyone. Fucking headache. What you been up to, Space, anyway? You been getting out and about or anything? I ain't really been out since, like... I've been glad not to be honest. I'm fucking sick to death. Keep having to go out. Not around here, anyway. Yeah, ask first. Boy for legal advice on it. Well, exactly. Yeah. No, I ain't done a lot. Yeah, party next weekend. That should be good. I might even go early. But if I go early, I'm going to have to stay sober for a couple of hours. Or maybe I can have one drink and then just stay off the booze for a couple of hours. But there ain't after 9. I'll go to these things about 9:30, because if I go too early, I'll be fucking paralytic by 12. Because when you're at like a bar, you just just drinking. Potentially raining all day tomorrow. Yeah. I think some little bastard was eyeing up one of the lorries today, because Malcolm and Ben had come home from work to drop off some tools, and the lorry was parked out the front. And as I come out the front door to see whether there was any post in the letterbox, and as I opened the door, I saw this little bastard on a bike circling around the front of the lorry, and when he saw me, he fucked off. And I thought, it might have been a coincidence. He might have just been turning around or something. So I looked on the camera, and that little bastard actually slammed his brakes on to stop and turn around and circle around the front of that van. He was probably checking to see where everyone was about to try and run in there. Yeah. But I just happened to open the door, just, so I sort of caught him. It wouldn't have been able to get in there anyway, because, and Emnot was out in the garden. Gerard said that I'm a bit paranoid about stuff like that, though, but I know what little bastards are like. There was explain to me why. It was about like 17 or something. When I say little bastard, it was about 17, 18 maybe. Why would he have suddenly put his brakes on outside my house, a little bit past the lorry, and then come back and then just sort of, yeah. I should have set Monty on him. I should have. Matata like Specto Space. He had 3 days of sun here, and tomorrow I have to get my washing done. Yeah, I'll probably piss it down for you, my queen. Yeah, too old for Monty to attack. Yeah, exactly. No, it was old, and it was someone old enough to, wanting to be fucking nicking shit. I don't really know who lives around here now, but I also know that recently a couple of freak shows who have been in prison for quite a long time. I don't know which one it is. One of them was in prison for about 40 brothers. One of them, and they're related to me, and so I know. But they're relatives I don't really want anything to do with or get on with now. One of them had been in prison for probably getting on for 10, 12 years. And the other one had been in there for at least 5 fucking years. Or 4 years. One of them had got out recently and been put in a flat up the estate. And since then, there's been a lot of freak shows about, because these freak shows are coming from other areas to see these freak shows. So, but they don't know that I'm related to them. But that said, might have been looking to see if any phones had been left in the cab. That I think I can't see any other reason why you would have slammed your fucking brakes on like that and then come back. You know what I mean? So basically, yeah, loads of shed and car theft lately. Yeah, I've locked up the Wendy house tonight. Not that there's anything really worth nicking in there, But I wouldn't want my computer to go missing out there, even though that computer's worth about 20 quid. You know, I wouldn't want someone nicking that. And, well, if they got into it, some of my shit signed in on there. It's not worth any money. But anyway, you don't want these little bastards, having access to things anyway, do you? You know what I mean? You've got to make it difficult for them. Because half time I don't even fucking hardly shut the door properly to Wendy ass, but. Oh, well, you fucking little cunts. I got a security camera at the front though as well. Yeah. It was IRL. It was murder. What happened was they'd gone to this bloke's house to rob him of drugs, and one of them just stabbed this bloke in the eye and killed him. And all three of them got done for it. So even though one of them stabbed, no one's ever admitted which one did it, and because of that, they all went down. They all went down for murder. Yeah. And then, because none of them would say which one did it, so they all got done for it. Metallic said, "What time are you thinking of starting the commentator?" I don't know. I'm not sure. In the afternoon at some point. Yeah. I don't know. Not too late, so we've got time for a few hours. I don't know. 4 or 5-ish, do you want to say? Yeah, I said, oh, yes, the stupid law of joint enterprise. Yeah, that. Yeah. 4 or 5, maybe? Nail them up. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really bothered, but if you think 4 or 5 is too late, then we can do earlier than that. But I don't want to be too early so I can get some other stuff done. 5 would be plenty of time, wouldn't it? 4 or 5? 1-ish. I've only been up for about 2 hours by then. If you want to do it 1-ish, but I can't be on all day doing it, otherwise I won't get a single thing done tomorrow. All right. If you want to do it 1-ish, you can do it 1-ish. Yeah. I've got to change my alarm then. Get up at sensible time. I'll get up when I want to get up. Well, without even changing it, I'm just checking there's nothing. Without changing it, it was set at 1. Jar said, I know how you feel. My cousins went in for attempted murder. Yeah. Yeah, this was my. I know. I don't want to say too much anyway. But yeah, you know. But that's what I remember. We used to get up at 8:30. Yeah, I had a good reason to get up at 8:30. Because me and you used to do our workouts together. Now we don't. There's no point. I'd still get up at 8:30 now. Just Mike gets up when Metallic says jump. Pretty much. He used to go around. He worked out together. Yes. That's not my fault. I still would have been doing that. Touch said there is to get your workout done so you don't have lost the whole day. I suppose. But yeah. I might get up at a reasonable time tomorrow. I might not. It's fucking weekend. Don't have a lay-in, innit? You have a lay-in on a Saturday, so you can have a nice late evening on Saturday. That's the rules. Jared Mike, I think your wall needs a belt fed or a man-pad launcher, like a Stinger. You can get like deactivated fucking rocket launchers, but the only problem with having stuff like that, it makes me paranoid that someone's going to get weird about it. Well, I don't know. Because obviously people get weird about this kind of stuff, but I don't know. Just yeah. Spacey said that flying over ball. I tried it again later Saturday night, but now it's flown over the top of the corner unit and fell in the gap. So now it's stuck proper. Took a few minutes to power off. For fuck's sake. And that said, I'm gonna try to have a lay-in tomorrow, but I suspect I'll be up and getting the washing on. Yeah, you've done your washing and everything and been fucking finished by fucking 10 o'clock. I won't even be awake then. Pete said, I got a Lordiac. It's just a green tube. That's it. You and Liam have got some stuff like that, ain't you? I don't know. I always get paranoid about having stuff that looks like something that can be explosive, if that makes sense. Just because... Well, I suppose what it is if someone got a bit weird about this kind of stuff, yeah, you'd have the police round, but you're not going to have the bomb squad round and shut off the whole road. Right. I wish I kept my Bren gun, but the Bren gun was so big you couldn't put it anywhere. And I'm not going to say that's going to happen to anyone else, but if you've got things on display on videos, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, water called Vickers machine gun. I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yeah, there's a video of me holding one of those. Because Metallic had the best question ever for that. Why don't you tell Gyro and Pete what your question was about it? I thought it was quite a good fucking question. He didn't seem so impressed. I thought it was a great idea. Do you remember what you asked him? Water or piss, yes. Well, yeah, if it was piss, Metallic would like the answer to be no, then probably. Don't worry about it, officer. It's just an exocet anti. Oh, yeah. Metallic said, did they ever use the heated water to make a cuppa? Yes. He didn't seem... He acted like that was a stupid question. I didn't. I thought that was a great question. Because if it was clean in there... I don't know how... They're probably not clean inside them things, eh? Gonna have to put a paint pad on both hands, I reckon, next time. Because this hand doesn't seem so bad, but then I've not really been using it. I got some... So I bought some more paint pads today. Bought myself some fucking vermouth so I can have some vodka martinis over Christmas. And I also bought myself some bee venom cream that's supposed to be good for things like tendonitis. So yeah. Let's hope the bee venom works. Pete said probably because it's hot, you are getting shot at and shooting back. So a cuppa is the last thing you... No, she meant like afterwards. So after you've killed everyone and you've got your hot water, can't you tip it out and make a cuppa from it? Hello, Mother Duck. How are you? Good evening, mate. Sorry I'm not around lately. I see you now stream from PC and phone. I certainly do. Which one are you on? Because depending on which one you're on is depending on whether you'll see anyone else on. Can you see everyone else? Perseus, apparently you could drink it, but it wasn't advised to the gun oils. Yeah. The bloke seemed like very unimpressed that she asked that. I thought that was a good question and quite a funny question. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, like it was a stupid question. But all she was saying was technically, could you, after you've shot that gun and the water was boiling, could you make a cup of tea out of it? That's what she was asking. Yeah. You're right, Tactical. Hey there, mate. Are you watching? Oh, actually, it tells you what they're watching it on. Tactical. Yeah, stay on there, Tactical, and then no one else will see your comments. It does actually say Tactical's got a phone next to him. Yeah, so Tactical, if you're watching like Peter, are you watching upright as well? You shouldn't be or are you watching on a phone? Right, this is the question. I'm getting an icon next to Peach and Tactical. Does that mean you're watching on a phone or you're watching vertically? Are you watching? Are you on a PC though, but watching it vertically? Because there's a phone icon next to your name. But are you watching vertically? Well, Metallic's watching both, but you have the phone thing as well. That you have an icon like that. You're vertical, but on a PC. Oh, okay. So I can see who's on vertical and who ain't then. So, Peach and Tactical, if you watch horizontal, you'll be able to see everyone else's comments. Because they're not vertical perverts like you two. But I'll read them all out anyway, and you can see them on the screen. That's what I have terrible lag. I remember when I didn't know what lag meant, and someone on a computer game said I was lagging. And I thought they were saying I was cheating, and I had to go at them. You're not fucking lagging, you're the fucking lagging one, you lagging bastard. I didn't know what lag meant. I thought he was accusing me of something when he said you're lagging really badly. Like, fuck you, I'm not lagging. You're the one who's lagging. Tom, how you doing? He said, everything's off and on topic, mate. And there is no topic. Anyway, he said, I've been wanting to do target shooting with crossbows, but there are 0 clubs anywhere. Any advice on taking up as a hobby, or is it a sensitive subject for most people? Some places, some like archery places, will not let you use a crossbow there. So you're better off just probably shooting in your garden. First, watching horizontal on the phone, nice. Yeah, I didn't know what lag meant. I know what lag means now. Yeah, but at the time I didn't know what it meant. He said lag is a delay. Can be a server, but can be used to cheat. So it's obvious when they do it. Yeah, no, I just had shit internet, and I'd never heard anyone use the word lag. This was on the PlayStation 3 days. Yeah. I think it might have even been because I had a PlayStation 2 hooked online for a little bit because I played Metal Gear Solid 3 online for a bit, I think. I can't remember. Yeah. As that said, they don't like crossbows because it trashes the backstops. The lag switch, lol. But yeah, Tom, as said, a lot of archery places will not allow crossbows. And he said, I'm in a council property, so I'm not allowed. Sure if it would be allowed in the garden. Well, I live in a council thing, and it is okay. You can shoot a crossbow in your garden. You just need to make sure you've got a good backstop. Nothing can leave your garden. And the other thing is, though, is to make sure you've got good neighbours. Because the problem is, even if you're doing something perfectly legal, if someone doesn't like you, they can call the police and you'll have the police round for doing something perfectly legal. So people get told off for shooting air rifles in their garden. You're allowed to do that. You're just not allowed to let the pellets go anywhere out of your property, sort of thing, you know. But I don't know, if you're shooting in your garden, just make sure you are allowed to do it. But if you think your neighbours are going to be dicks or scared by it, then maybe don't bother. But that leaves, where can you shoot? See, I'm lucky. My neighbours are okay. With that, so I don't have shit internet, and my phone is in front of the lap. But yeah, you shouldn't have the lag. Maybe, I don't know. Tactical said, yeah, my next door neighbours were cunts about me shooting. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, proper backstop and no arrows, bolts enter other gardens. Burgess said, as long as you're acting in a safe, reasonable manner, Tom, it's completely legal. But use a bit of common sense. Yeah. So you can do it in the garden, but if suddenly the neighbours, get funny about it, stop doing it, because they'll probably call the police, and then you have to deal with that. Because what the police also do, they'll come round and they'll pressure you into giving it up or stuff like that when what you're doing isn't illegal and the crossbow isn't illegal and you're allowed to own it. But that's what they do. And they pressure people into giving stuff up that they shouldn't have to give up. Just my neighbour loved reporting me. Sadly, he told me he almost lost his shotgun license because of me filing a police report. Not supposed to even mention that, according to the firearms inquiry officer. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, he nearly lost it. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. Pest-taken bastards. Yeah, so it's all right for him to have his shotgun, but you can't shoot someone in your garden. You know, I know he wouldn't be shooting a shotgun in his garden, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I do appreciate that I'm very lucky that my neighbours are fine with me shooting. But also helps, though, that if they weren't, I would make sure I shot in a position where they couldn't see me. I don't know if you've got an option to do that. I'm quite lucky that I've got, like, sheds and fences and shit. So they can't actually see what I'm doing. And big hedges. If you've got a way to shoot in your garden, well, you're shooting a crossbow, so if you've got a way to position yourself so you can't be seen what you're doing, that would be, you know, the way to go. Don't fight for fancies. Yes, exactly. Yeah, said my Benjamin Nitro Trail with a built-in suppressor. Yeah, oh, air rifles. Yeah, you know, yeah, exactly. I was looking into buying an air rifle today. Don't worry, Peugeot. We'll not let him use the fucking Ned Hunter. Yes, thank fuck for fences. First of all, I shoot towards my own home and I do it when the neighbours are at work. That's another good idea. Yeah, thank you, Peugeot. Great idea. When neighbours are at work or I know they won't be in. I have a slingshot set up inside of the shed so the ball bearings don't go everywhere. That's a good idea. Yeah, knowing when people are at work. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Forget about things like that. Now, I probably shouldn't recommend this, but if you're safe, you can shoot indoors. I know Malk used to. Only lived in a flat and he had no way of shooting outside. If you shot from one of the bedrooms to the back wall of the front room, you could get about 15 meter length. It's just you've got to make sure that your crossbow is already sighted in well and you've got a very good backstop. Otherwise, you could do some damage in your house. But that's potentially an option. But as I say, you've got to make sure it's you can't risk anyone walking in, you know. But you can do that, and you can do it safely. You just lock your fucking doors, lock everyone out. If no one's in, lock them out. Have a little shoot, and lock the doors. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a bastard. Yeah. Perhaps shoots in his attic. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you can get a safe long distance, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What made him start doing that then? Did he get in shit himself then? Because I know he used to have an outdoor shooting range, didn't he? And someone complained about it and he had to go indoors with it. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, sometimes that's the only way you can do it. You just got to find the longest distance. An attic would actually be a good idea. Yeah, if you've got like a boarded out attic, yeah, because you can get pretty much the whole entire length of the house. You get an all right sort of 7 or 8 meters maybe. Well, it's better than nothing. Yeah, you just got to make sure you've got a good backstop. I suppose I know I'd struggle to get up there. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh God. But you know, it's also got to be already boarded out. You got to get up there. Blah 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 blah. You know, I've got fairly long hallways. That's what my brother used to do. Yeah, if you went from one of the bedrooms, so the bedroom, the hallway, the front room, that whole entire length was pretty much the whole length of the flat, and you get an all right amount of distance there. It'd be like if I had to shoot indoors, I would shoot from my front door to my back kitchen, and I'd probably be getting on for nearly the same distance I shoot outside anyway. Too late, Tactical. You bring him up, nothing's happening tonight. We're already ranting about him about 20 minutes earlier. Fuck that German bloke. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. You're going to have to rewind for that. Besides, shut up, Tactical. You missed 20-minute rant about him. Too late. Oh, Christ. Spacey's head, but still dodgy if you hit a wall with metal BBs. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, you still do. You have to be careful, and and it's a bit of a pain in the ass shooting indoors. But yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. That's what I would do if I had no other choice. I would, I'd shoot indoors if I had to. Don't pardon me for having a life. No, fuck you for having a life. Fuck you. You've been out granny bashing again, have you? Whatever it's called. Don't forget to dislike George's videos. Exactly. Yeah, well, I used to respect him and he changed. Don't start me. Don't start me on again. Oh, Christ. Yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll have a late one tomorrow or not, though. Suppose you said Spacey, I have sheets behind my slingshot target to catch the stray. Catch the strays. Works great. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. He danced with me anti-dry fire tonight. and she misfired. Fuck's sake. That was a struggle to read. Suppose I need an acre of big field on my doorstep. I was expecting 500 houses. Oh yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, it takes piss, doesn't it? I'm doing that round here. Every fucking and knocking things down and putting housing estates on them now, left, right, and centre. I found out something interesting. I know. I think I told you this before, and it won't really mean anything to anyone. But it's something I'd always wondered. So where I live, in the village I live, there's no graveyard or cemetery. Yet there are multiple churches. There's at least 2 churches. Right? Yeah, 2. But there are no graveyards or cemeteries in my village, right? And I've always wondered that, why people who died here had to go to like the next village over. Either way. And then I found out that what it was, when they was doing that thing for my granddad, they did a little bit about the local. And now it wasn't even that giant. What it is the local parishes are all designated areas, right? That's one parish, that's another parish. Smack bang in the middle of my village, there's the main road. The 2 parishes are straight down the middle of that fucking road, right? So if you live on one side of the road, you would go down to the other village. If you lived on the other side of the road, your parish would be in the other village. Yeah, bizarre. Yeah, there's never been one. It's just the parish church officially was down in the other village. Yeah. Yeah, very, very odd. Where are we? President, I've always respected you. There you go, Persia.
I've always respected you. I've never been fond of you. Cheers. And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
That's more and more depressing that I'm looking like that, and more and more every fucking day. Spicy said, as kids, we would follow the river over the fields with rifles. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So it's a pellet cutter I bought for my rifle. Turns out it was only for air pistol resistance. Shot clean through it, like sake. Well, it's a face swap of me, but it's a face swap of me on an old granddad. But I just noticed I'm looking at, I used to take the piss saying that's what Mount looks like. This is the original video.
I've always respected you. I've never been fond of you. Cheers. And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
Well, I'm actually looking like this more and more now. Yeah, this is me in Persia.
I've always respected you. I've never been fond of you. Cheers. And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
I look like that every fucking morning now. It's horrible. Just. Tatner said, weird as fuck on my phone, you're on horizontal, and my PC, you're vertical. That's the wrong way around, isn't it? But you can go and pick. Tactically, you can go and pick. Go back to subscriptions and you can change it, I think. I don't know. Set that as your alarm. Oh, Christ. Oh, fucking fingers. They keep getting stuck. The Tart said, I don't get the vertical option on my laptop. Yeah, strange. And you can't see the chat on the PC. Weird, isn't it? That's partly why I put it on the screen, because I thought if I put it on the screen, people at least might be able to read it. This was a spot of luck, though. Knowing I could do this. Change the size of the fucking writing. Change the position. That's probably better, isn't it? That one. Yeah, that. Right, just so everyone knows, I'll be off in about 5 minutes. I'll be on tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll do a late night one, though. We'll see. See what mood I'm in. Probably. I don't know. Saves me liver for the next week. How you doing, Mark? You right, mate? He said, aging is shit, but better than the alternative. Well, exactly, mate. Exactly, yes. Yes, I can put up with the pains, knowing that those pains mean I'm alive. I was talking about pain I started moaning about all my pains to my mum, and then I actually said, okay, I'll shut up because, you know, I'm preaching to the fucking choir about pain here. You know, so yeah. The Tant said, I'm determined to not drink my whiskey till it's ready at Christmas. Well, the thing is, I've got a little bottle of vodka left over there, so I'd only have to buy another little one. Spacey, I'll catch you later. I need a cup of bed in a bit, hopefully. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Spacey. Yeah, I'm going to fuck off to bed soon. Yeah. Good night, Spacey. Speak to you tomorrow, mate. Plays the Mission Impossible theme. Yes, it is a Mission Impossible. These gloves do seem to help at least, though. I must be putting this hand, must be getting put in a weird position because my fingers keep getting stuck. I reckon it is that tendon thing. I reckon I've got like lumps on my tendons, and there's like a little bit that holds your tendons down, and it gets stuck in there. Oh God. Mark said I got 93-year-old mother-in-law has breast cancer, skin cancer, going blind. Bloody keep on going. They do. That's it. That's it. That's all right. I knew. I did wonder, but no, I thought it meant blind. Yeah. What have you been up to, Mark? Anyway, you all right? I won't be on for much longer now, but yeah, not too bad. Been an interesting night. Been a funny one in a good way. Yeah. Keep on going, innit? The old dandy eye, nice. So if I didn't say, so I had, it wasn't you, Mark, it was the other Mark who donated for the tri-strike, but I've had to say, send me another bloody Sobek and I'll just, I'll get a fucking tri-strike another day. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the Sobek and I'm going to kit it all out and sell it. And then I should have enough money for an, I stashed the money for a tri-strike for another time. And maybe have some left over. No, I put a quiver on it, bayonet, modded handle, light, maybe even put a fucking padded cheek rest on the stock. Tactical, did you get one in the end, or are you still thinking about it? They're nice. It's a good pistol crossbow, good magazine one. Or are you waiting until they're 60 quid again? Dolly said, hey, Dolly, checking in again. How you doing, Dolly? You all right? Mark said, not worried about the pry bar. Class it as a donation. What I'll do, Mark, I'll keep your name on that list, and if it comes about that I can do it, I'll do it, mate. Tactical said, you know me too well. Dolly said, currently having a vanilla vodka. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have. So I've bought some bloody some vermouth, so I can have some vodka martinis for Christmas. I've got some absinthe over there as well, but that's strictly for Christmas. Ugh! Got myself a small bottle of absinthe. Apparently, you mustn't drink if you're pregnant. Matty, how you doing, mate? You all right? Got to wait till my camera focuses. Fuck it. I can't sit still long enough to make it focus. Ugh. Oh, God. Dolly said, nice one, mate. Love the ones with a good bottle. Yeah, that's quite a nice one, isn't it? Yeah. I ain't too bad, Matty. I won't be on for much longer, but... What you been up to? How come you're on so late? You been out or something? Or what? Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. And I might do a late night one. I'll see how I feel. Yeah, thank you for coming on saying hello. Yeah, fucks. It's quite late now, isn't it? What's my favourite band? I quite like Madness. Madness or No Doubt. But I like loads of different music, loads of random. I quite like the Smiths, The Cure, Miley Cyrus. That's not a band. Yeah, I like Madness. Matty said, I've been chilling, mate. Just been making a few videos. Nice. Yeah, always get the videos out, mate. I will come over and comment regularly on yours events. It's been a weird week. Elastic? What do you mean, Matt? Elastic band, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you try. It took me a while and I got it. Matty said, I love Miley Cyrus cover of Jelly. That's because you got good taste, mate. Because you got good taste. That's good, isn't it? A good version. Yeah, I like it with Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Our live stuff's good. Yeah, I was having a good old listen to Miley Cyrus earlier. But now I like a bit of Public Image Limited, Motorhead, loads of fucking stuff. Loads of stuff. But I would say I forgot up until recently how much I liked Madness. Fucking love Madness. It's been years, but I used to listen to. I think I had everything Madness had ever done at one point. Yes, you're all right. Miley Cyrus is godmother. Dolly Parton is Miley Cyrus's godmother. Yeah. Yeah, have a bit of Madness. Yeah, Madness is great. When I last time I don't know if it was last time I saw Metallic. No, it might have been. We watched like a tribute act to Madness. What was they called? But they was good. They was mingling around in the crowd before they went out there, and you could actually genuinely tell which one was which. You know, it was supposed to be Suggs, it was supposed to be, they actually looked like them. What was they called? It would be something like It's Madness or something. But yeah, it was a tribute like act to Madness, who only do Madness. They don't do nothing else. Oh, I don't think they were local to you, though. Mark said, used to have two-tone signals. I've got one. No, I don't think Gangster was. That was Specials, wasn't it? Potentially. I think that was Specials. Yeah, I think Gangster was Specials. I may be wrong though, because yeah, I've got under my bed. I got a fucking given to me an old LP, the small ones, whatever. That's it. I've seen the Specials. They were sporting the Levelers. Nice. Matty said, if you're on tomorrow, I'll pop in, mate, and say hi. I'm off to bed now as I got an early start. Night, people. Good night. Yeah, take care, Matty. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, mate. I'll start about 9:30. Yeah, I'm going to go off in a second, pretty much now, to be honest. So, yes, thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. Put in a donation if you like. It all fucking massively helps. But you don't have to. No one's obliged. But it does help. Yeah, good night, mate. I'll see you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed in a minute. Brush my teeth and fuck off to bed, I think. Yeah, good night, Dolly. Nice having you on. Add the Prince. There, you are right there. That's definitely right, Matt. Good night, Tactical. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow at some point, half 9-ish. I may be having a drink. If not, I'll be on till 12:30 anyway, but I might just sit and do a late one anyway. Who knows? Depends what mood I'm in. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Cheers, everyone. Nighty night.